What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans? What is up, Phoenix Suns fans? Thank you for joining TSR Sports. Big game for us, San Antonio Spurs fans. We're on a winning streak here. 4 in a row. Can we make it 5 in a row? Against one of the best teams in the NBA. The Phoenix Suns actually might be the best team in the NBA record-wise. I'm not sure if the Warriors jumped over them recently. The Suns will be without the man on my thumbnail, though. They will not have Devin Booker. As a matter of fact, both Devins out tonight for both teams, Devin Booker and Devin Vassell. I like Devin Vassell, but Booker's going to be a bigger impact to the Suns as he averages twice as many points as Devin Vassell, and he's a starter. But let's get 5 in a row. Can we do it? 5 in a row? That sounds good to me. We had a 5-game losing streak, so let's balance that out with a 5-game winning streak. I'm going to pump up. I'm all warmed up. Got to get the hoodie off. What's up, Nintendo, Lego, NBA fan, Mason? We can do it. Galaxy Go, TSR. Phoenix beats the Spurs. Does that make Golden State number 2? I don't know, they're like almost identical in record right now. So I would think Warriors fans obviously are rooting for the Spurs, despite the fact the Spurs just beat them. And, well, Suns fans are rooting for the Suns. The Suns come in at 19-4. Don't the Warriors have the same record? By the way, Spurs fans, if you're watching the NBA Team Pass, I couldn't load up the Spurs stream. I'm watching the Phoenix Suns stream. Not that it really matters, I have the sound off, but just a heads up, if you can't get the Spurs stream to watch, play for you, switch over to the Suns stream, and Suns fans, your stream's obviously working fine. Butterfly, good evening, how's it going? Good morning, Lewis. Let's go for 5. Like my Mustang. 5. Because my Mustang's a 5.0, so I mean, sure, why not? Spurs fan, no snow yet. We had a sprinkle last week, but nothing yet. Thank goodness. Knock on a little bit of wood here. Extra smooth dude, what's up? Go Spurs, go. Jax Quirty. Praying for 5 straight. What's up, Phil? Your vibe check. Good evening. Phoenix goes down to number 2. Okay. So Warriors fans, then you guys are rooting for the Spurs tonight. By the way, some folks have trolled saying the Warriors fans were really bad with the loss. It was just a couple guys or girls or both, and it just takes a few bad apples. But overall, I think the Warriors fans were really cool in the stream. But I get it, when you're the best team in the NBA and you lose to an underdog, it hurts just a little bit more. It's not like they lost to the Suns the other night. But it was a good game either way. Warriors fought back and fought hard and did not give up. Speaking of not giving up, a lot of people were giving up on the Spurs team, but they're starting to turn some heads now. Finally getting maybe a little bit of media recognition, just to hear a little bit here and there. Spurs fan, that would be something if San Antonio can beat Phoenix tonight. And I don't want to hear the whole Devin Booker's out. There's still a lot of talent on this team. Well, I think they might be out a few other players. They still would be beating the best 2 teams in the NBA, which hopefully would put a little respect on the Spurs name moving forward. Exactly. I'm pumped too. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, let's get that a little bit rocking and rolling. You know it helps the channel. It's fast, free, fun, nutritious, and delicious. And as always, go Spurs, go. That was weak. Go Spurs, go! I got to bring this up to you guys real quick. I had a viewer comment on my most recent recap, and they said, hey, I don't normally dislike channels. Apparently they're going to stop watching if I keep yelling, go Spurs, go, or, yeah. And I'm like, sorry, man, you're going to have to find another Spurs channel. I can't change who I am for one viewer. I mean, you guys saw me that were here in the Warriors game. I was going nuts. My heart was racing. I couldn't breathe. I mean, when you're passionate about a team, you got to let it out. And I apologize all the time for hurting your ears, but I just don't want to be, Jean-T Murray for 3. Spurs take the lead. The Spurs win. Woo! I don't want to hold back. I don't think that's fun. What's up, Commando Ninja? Chris Paul is playing. Devin Booker is not. Devin Booker out with some sort of soft tissue injury. I don't remember what it is. The New York Giants do stink. No problem, Phil. All good, man. Right one, Delish? You can go to Guy Shotgun Brucey. He wants it. You need it. Go Spurs, go! I just did do it again, Butterfly. Hello, Ken Sparrow. By the way, channel members in the chat. Phil, thank you. What's your name right now? Okay, it's Praying for 5 straight. Thank you for supporting the channel. Ken Sparrow 565. Hello, thank you for supporting the channel. Keto, what's going on? Didn't post it. I heard about that. That the Spurs won against Golden State, they weren't really showing Spurs highlights. They were just showing Golden State highlights. And I'm like, really? I mean, we won. Thank you, Paul Brang. Appreciate that. Yes, Sirski, good evening. Hamstring, hammy. Ro, that's a sensitive subject, so I don't discuss that on the channel anymore. I did before. Yeah. Anything political, and that is considered political too now by many. Just leave that we'll shut the front door on that. Good evening, AB. Mark, go Spurs, go. You can't deny the point god, though. Let's be honest. The point god. Who would the point god, Ronnie? Who are you rooting for? Are you talking about Chris Paul or DeJounte Murray? I guess you're talking about Chris Paul, considering he's played many more. Not Chris Paul. He's not on. Oh, geez. Yes, Chris Paul. Oh my gosh, I am. Wow. Rich, get with it. This 9 o'clock start time is definitely throwing me off just a little bit. I'm so used to doing games at 8 or 8:30. Who is going to be starting for the Suns tonight? Chris Paul will be in. I'm guessing Landry Shamet might start in place of Devin Booker. Maybe. But yeah, you're talking about CP3. I totally blanked for a moment. My bad. They do sleep on the Spurs, yes, even when they win. I didn't know that was his nickname. I honestly didn't know that was Chris Paul's nickname. I always thought him as Chris Paul or CP3. CP3 or Murray, I think they'll probably both get 2. I'm leaning both on 2. Yes, Manu is here. Let's not disappoint him. What's up, Wonderish? Imagine being a Spurs fan. Yeah, it's terrible. 20-year dynasty, 5 championships, 6 NBA Finals appearances, the best record out of all sports for like a 20-year span. Multiple Hall of Famers and David Robinson, Tim Duncan, a future Hall of Fame head coach, Ginobili and Parker probably in the Hall of Fame. Oh, it's so hard being a Spurs fan. It's tough. Being in our first rebuild in the history of our franchise, I'm just trolling a little bit. Murray should be considered for, not MVP. I don't think he'll get that, but most improved player. He should definitely get some recognition. And that boy better get some recognition for the All-Star game. He has been really, really balling this year, and I'm glad he's shutting up a lot of his naysayers. And I love it when the players shut me up. I was skeptical on Jakob Poeltl as a starter. He's been playing great. And Derek White, I was on the train there. Maybe we should send him to the bench. Choo-choo! But he's been playing awesome lately. I'm like, you know what? Thank you for proving me wrong. I'm so happy when a Spurs player steps up and proves everybody wrong and says, hey, I got this. Yeah, Nintendo's just dropping that too. How many years in a row do we make the playoffs? 22? In 18 years in a row, 50 wins? I love the fact people are talking, and it's not anybody particular in the chat, you're all welcome here, but so many people are talking trash now about the Spurs. I'm like, this is our first rebuild ever. How many teams can say that? We've had not many losing seasons, 96, 97, and then the Tim Duncan era was all winning, and then the Kawhi Leonard era was all winning, and then the last couple years have not been so good, and then this year we've obviously... Landry Shamet is getting the start. I thought he might. It's not tough being a Spurs fan. Actually, it's fun being a Spurs fan right now. We're a young team. We got some exciting players. I really feel like we're a really good power forward away. Like, I like Doug McDermott, but I think a two-way player at 4 would really push this team to the next level. What's up, Air from the Philippines? Yes, Maynard and Norman, let's make it 5. Xander, what's going on? We're all calm in here. We're just joking around. I wouldn't be surprised if DJ doesn't get an All-Star nod simply because he's a Spur. We don't get much love. We don't. That's true. RJW, do you think with Derek White actually playing again will hurt? No. No, RJW, because if DJ averages going into the All-Star break 19, 8, and 8, plus 2 steals, I hate when people say Russell Westbrook light, but I get the analogy. So he should definitely have consideration. There's no way he's becoming a starter this year in the All-Star game, but as a third point guard, I don't know how many people they carry in the roster. He should definitely get consideration, but I'm a little biased. But he's been playing very well. I think who was it? Draymond Green give him his jersey, or he's had some really nice words about DeJounte a few days ago and said, "Keep doing what you're doing." I think Steph Curry did that last year. He's been playing well. And yes, he's had some turnovers here and there, and he's had some questionable shots, but every player is going to make mistakes. It's just inevitable. Are you witnessing the Lakers nowadays? The Lakers are old. Great to think I was born in 1997, and that's when the Spurs started. Yes, that's when everything started with the drafting of Tim Duncan from Wake Forest. I shotgun brew. Yeah, you jumped. Well, I would have pretty sure you probably weren't watching in '97. But that was the 90s were an interesting time as a Spurs fan because you had the David Robinson era, which was exciting, and he was one of the best two-way players in the NBA, but didn't have a lot around him. Sean Elliott was a good player. Dennis Rodman was good the 2 years he was there, but he was also a headache and going a little wacky, to be honest. For the starting lineup for the starting lineup for the Suns, Chris Paul, Landry Shamet, Mikal Bridges, Jai Crowder, get to the Crowder, and DeAndre Ayton. As expected for the Spurs, I expect it to be our usual Keldon Johnson, Doug McDermott, Jakob Poeltl, DeJounte Murray, and Derek White. And that's the starting lineup as they show it right now. Yes, see prime time. And players on the court, and away we go. All right, that just started right then and there. I was not ready for that. Let me get this to live chat so all messages are visible. I don't know why that was like that. Suns win the jump ball. Runner in the paint is no good, but it is immediately put back by DeAndre Ayton, and the Spurs are going to have their hands full with Ayton tonight. That dude can play. We got some thumbs up going, though. We're up to 30. Maybe we get up to 50 again before the first quarter's over. Maybe we get up to 50 really soon. Derek White back to DeJounte Murray. Spurs wearing these uniforms, the one I got behind me. Derek White for three. Back rim, no good. And it is a rebound by Landry Shamet, who will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Shamet, nice bounce pass. Ayton the jumper. And it's all DeAndre Ayton so far. All 4 points. Spurs, you better play well tonight. Manu's watching. It's right here. Manu Ginobili. DeJounte Murray out in three-point land. 10 on the shot clock. Starts to drive. Bounce pass to Jakob Poeltl. Jakob with the left-handed runner. Does Jakob normally shoot left-handed? I feel like I haven't seen that in once this year. Crowder for three. In and out, Burger. Get to the Crowder! It's going to happen a lot. I'm sorry. It is what it is. My apologies up front. Crowder knocks it out of play. It'll stay with San Antonio, 15 on the shot clock. Allen, go Spurs, go all day. Yeah, keep me posted on Monday Night Football game. There's a blizzard, CD? Oh, snap. I didn't know that. No, let's not call them players trash. Come on, they're in the NBA. I'm going to say they're playing bad, but I never like calling a player trash. I won't do that. Murray out to Doug McDermott, 6 on the shot clock. The Doug back to Keldon. Keldon's going to drive in the paint. Runner is good. No, tied game, 4-4. That's true. Got to be flexible. Did he shoot left with the Raps? Good evening, Carl. Go Spurs, go. Ayton passes across court to go around the world. Finds Shamet. Shamet drives to the paint. Throws up a dunk. Gets blocked. But there's a foul, and Landry's going to go to the line for two. Oh, don't get me started on the Giants. Yak has been exceeding my expectations. Yes, thank you, AB. Get to the Crowder. Yeah, that was a foul. Definitely on Jakob. Got some arm there on the back end. So real quick, I want to let you guys know, I had been making videos for the Giants, these little short troll videos where I was raging or whatever. I decided to take those down and not do that anymore. The reason being, one, they're very negative, and I don't want to, extremely negative. I don't want that on the channel. And two, I am 44, and I have to act like a clown in those videos. I was like, it's one thing to get angry and be goofy live, but to then, have to channel that emotion for a quick video. I'm like, nah, I'm just going to do live stream for the Giants. I enjoy doing the live stuff. Doing videos has just never been my cup of tea, but I'm definitely going to keep doing the lives because those are fun. Derek White's going to take a corner three. That's what I like to see. Good evening, Cowboy X Factor and Bobby February. Yeah, I was in there for Mike Glennon. CP3 with an alley-oop to Ayton, and he throws it down with two hands. 9:30 left in the first Q. Suns up 8-7. White drives baseline, almost runs out of bounds. Back to Doug. Doug thinks about a three. Back over to Derek White, 12 on the shot clock. Into Yak. Over to DeJounte, open three, straight ahead, and it's in. All right, Spurs making some threes tonight. That's a good sign because Suns fans, Suns fans, you saw the Spurs play your team earlier this year. I don't know if I'm going to have time. That pull-up jumper by Mikal Bridges is good, and we have a tied game. What's up, Evan? Thank you for stopping in. Grandma got run over by reindeer, death metal. Jakob Poeltl with the layup. If anybody's looking for Christmas music, I do have 4 Christmas songs on my music channel. They're all death metal Christmas. Jingle Bells, The First Noel, Frosty the Snowman, and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And DeAndre in can't hold on to the ball. Spurs got it. DeJounte tries to get it to Derek and apparently thought Derek was 9 feet tall because he threw it way over his head. That's turnover on the Spurs. The Jets are bad. Yeah, Thad Young's not happy with his minutes. I was going to do a video on that, but I was like, stuff like that, or DeJounte Murray's dad calling out Derek White, that's just a little too negative, and I don't really want to cover stuff like that. CP3, jumper over Jakob, front rim, no good. White with the rebound. I want to keep things a little more positive on the channel, and doing those Giants videos were just, Derek White to the paint with the layup past the Suns defense, 8 minutes to go. I don't want to do really negative stuff. If I get negative during the stream because the team loses, fine. Like, try to avoid that, obviously, and bounce back. I usually bounce back really quickly. But just doing videos that are really negative, no. Landry with the pull-up from the baseline, no good. Spurs ball with the 4-point lead, 14-10. White into the paint. Finds Keldon Johnson. Keldon Johnson with a little reverse layup, and it's 16-10. Spurs are cooking. Now, the Phoenix Suns don't have Devin Booker. What's up, Christian? Go, Spurs go. Son of Scar. Dad's unhappy with his playing time. There was a couple websites that covered it. I personally just didn't want to cover it. I don't know. I just, the first 2 years of the Spurs channel here, that's a miss by Shimmitt, by the way. Spurs ball. Doug McDermott, 4-3. No good. Jakob Perl fights for the board and not going to get it as Landry pulls it away. But I made a goofy video about Bryn Forbes when he left that I was happy. Oh, Doug gets run over by Ayton. No charge or block. Okay, let him play. Just be consistent all night. I'm fine. Huge collision, no charge, no block. I'd rather let the refs let him play. DeJounte pull-up jumper. No good. Gets his own miss. Out to Derek White for a corner three. That was an air ball. Oh, boy. Yes, Monty Williams. The Spurs are on a 4-game winning streak. But yeah, I think we have a timeout. Yes, we do. DeJounte Murray's dad called out Derek White. And for news stories on this channel, I want to stay away from negative stuff. Just me. And then if, a Spurs player gets traded, if Bryn Forbes is to leave the team again, I'm not going to make a clown video singing Ding Dong, Bryn Forbes is gone. I'm like, you know what? I'll goof around in the live streams like I normally do, but I want to have a little more serious tone and still have a little fun. You guys, I do impersonations still a little bit in the recaps or make some weird voices. But overall, I don't know. Still want to have fun, but I don't want to do anything that's overly negative on any team I cover here. 11-7, New England leads. You hear me right? Air ball. Yes, Monty, we are. Yeah, they do see me. Pop, do you guys see Pop after that Steph Curry half-court three against the Warriors? Wow, is he mad. Yeah, that's the thing. Derek's got to keep shooting. Can't let it get into his head. He threw up an air ball three. It is what it is. Move on and keep doing what you're doing. Butterfly, I like Bryn Forbes too. Seems like a good dude. He's got a good story on how he got to the NBA. My take on Bryn Forbes, though, is if he's got nothing going offensively, then he's a liability on the court because he's not bringing anything defensively. So when the offense isn't working, he's really hurting us out there, and he does have the worst plus-minus out of anybody on the team. But he has been playing better lately. Oh, gosh, Peter, that is scary. Papa's yelling at everybody, I think, after Curry hit that shot. I mean, there was defenders around him. I mean, I don't know what he wanted him to do. Kaz, I'm not sure when Vassell's going to return. Soft tissue injuries are a pain in the butt. Thank you, Wagner. Appreciate it. No space first. Can I hear how Forbes helped someone out in San Antonio the other night? Yes! He did help somebody change a tire, I believe it was. You just mentioned it. Yeah, that was really cool. I say he seems like a good dude. I don't know if he fits the team moving forward because I feel like we're going to be much more of a defensive-oriented team than an offensive-oriented team, and I think he would really thrive on a team with, like the Milwaukee Bucks, with a player that gets double-teamed and can kick it out to him and hit the open three. Good morning, Jarlene Chong. Joshua Primo, I didn't see him, but they just flashed the bench real quick, so I did not get a good chance to take a look. Exactly, that's what Curry does. Good day, Manor. Former Giants players. Wow, I didn't know that, Zachary. I don't want to do that anymore. I mean, you know what? Bad Dog Sports, he can do the rage videos. He's good at that. People can get their Angry Giants fan take there. That's Ricky Lombardo, the Angry Giants fan. It's just not in me anymore. It's really not. I tried. Like, it's not in me. But I do like doing the live streams. And I think I'm going to try to double stream Sunday. I've seen people do 24-hour streams. I'm like, you know what? I can do the Giants and Chargers from 4 to 7, and then jump onto the Spurs from 7:10 to the end of the Pelicans game. I can do that. I can do this. Chris Paul over to Ayton, 16-12, 6.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. And almost a steal by DeJounte Murray, but it's going to roll out of play, trying to pick the pocket of Chris Paul. Ooh, it's pouring out right now. We were supposed to get some sketchy weather. Hopefully it doesn't affect the game in any way. No, I appreciate it, Zachary. I didn't hear about that. And we have a whistle and an offensive foul before the shot by Landry Shamet. I think it's on Ayton. He's saying, what did I do wrong? I don't know. I didn't see what you did, big man. Yes, Evan. I think I'm gonna double stream on Sunday. And the way the Giants have been playing, they might be blown out with 5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. So I might just be like, yeah. Walker in the game, the runner in the paint, front rim no good. Fight for the board, and it's going to go out of play, and it's going to stay with the Spurs. Okay. Are they Nintendo? And they sure did get rid of Odell. Brent Forbes has checked in for San Antonio, and I mentioned Lonnie Walker, he's in there. Kelman, oof. Sketchy pass to Brent Forbes. Forbes with the jumper, hits the back rim, no good. Forbes usually doesn't come into the second quarter. Odd Pop is bringing him in the first quarter. CP3 putting a little clinic on dribbling. It gets blocked by Block of Pearl. No. Ayton pull-up jumper is no good, and Jakob with the rebound. Jakob's been blocking more shots lately. I think he averaged 3 last week, which we need. Jakob, runner in the paint, is good. Jakob with the soft touch. Jakob, block, rebound, score. That's a good, 12, 15 seconds right there for Jakob Poeltl. Outplaying his contract big time. Crowder into the paint. And we're going to get a foul on the Spurs. I think Jakob might have got hit in the junk. I'm not sure what happened. We have a whistle. Jakob went to the floor, and I'm not sure he got hit in the ding-dong or not. That's never a good time. Cameron Johnson coming in. Sorry, just saying, it's not fun. I guess we did have an offensive foul because it is Spurs ball. Jakob is going to the bench. Yeah, I think he got hit in the Poeltls. The Sports Critic, what's going on, my man? By the way, the Sports Critic, if you're looking for a place to hang out to watch the Warriors and the Magic tonight, I believe he is calling that game, and I believe it is tonight. Correct me if I'm wrong, Amir. And by the way, Amir, the Giants suck. Thad Young in the paint, turnaround jumper, misses everything. Air ball by Thaddeus Young. You're not going to get more playing time throwing up air balls, my man. Nice pass by CP3 to find Cameron Johnson, cutting back door. It is tonight. 4:50 left in the first quarter. I don't like the small ball, Evan. We got the small ball thing going right now. DeJounte takes a corner 3 off the screen, and it's good. Is that DeJounte's second 3 tonight? It is. He hit one straight away, and now one from the corner. Yeah, air ball. Nasty beats. This is a wide open 3, and it is no good for Cameron Johnson. Oh, awesome. I'm glad you love our Spurs. I love the Spurs too. 30-plus year fan. DeJounte in the paint, gets it to Thad. Thad with a little jumper, and it's 23-14. This is the biggest lead for the Spurs. By the way, we just passed the 4-2-0 mark, so smoke them if you got them. I don't know. You know what? Things are coming together, Amir. The Spurs are 4-0. I think the key is Pop told them, pretend you're playing the Orlando Magic every night. You're welcome, Dexter. Really? I didn't know about. Oof. You know, they might decline it, Zachary. He's dinged up every year. He's not shown any progression. Brent Forbes for 3. Spurs are hitting their threes. 10-point lead. Sports, we're going to add to joke around with you a little bit. Oh, come on, that was a good one. Chris Paul, free throw line jumper. That's in. Both teams exchanging buckets now. Visualize an attack. I liked it. Yes, this is a full 82 game season, Arjun. Full 82. By the way, how close are we to 50 thumbs up? Did we? Oh, we got 50. We got 59. Well, don't stop there. Let's get it to 75 before the first quarter's over. Lonnie Walker, open baseline 3 off the Thaddeus Young pass. It's good! If you only knew the power of the dark side. Spurs 5 of 8 from beyond the arc. The Suns are 0 for 3. That ball's going to go out of play and stay with Phoenix. 13 on the shot clock. It was, and we have a timeout. What's really changed for the Spurs? They've had a lot of close games. They lost a couple of games because of missed free throws. I think the young team is finally starting to come together. I think Pop has been a little better with his rotations. And, you know, I hate to say it. Chat, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want to say this, but I think the Spurs are playing better with Drew Eubanks not playing. I'm sorry. I think they're playing a little stronger. I started watching basketball either in late 1990 or early 91, Ben. I don't remember the exact time frame because it's 30 years ago, but I know I became a fan about halfway through David Robinson's second season. My man right here. That jersey is from 1995, I think. So, yeah, that's a classic. Go Spurs, go. Yeah, you know what? Timeout. Spurs are ahead. What do you think about that, Manu? Yeah! A little something new for you guys, but and always. Go Spurs, go! It's all good, Sander. I've been a Giants fan for 30 years, a Spurs fan for 30 years. They're my two primary teams. I love them both, but I don't like calling football. It was a fun having Jeff with me, my buddy, yesterday for the Dolphins game, but I would much rather do color commentary, which is why I now watch the NFL games with the sound on. Apparently, that's not a big issue. When I was like, you know what, I'd rather do color commentary, drop a little anecdotes in the game, and react, but I don't like calling play-by-play from the NFL like I do for basketball. I obviously very much enjoy calling play-by-play from the NBA. Yeah, Evan, I didn't want to say it, but Collins should be available in a few weeks. I mean, I love Drew's energy. I love the effort. I don't think he fits what we're doing. Sports Critic, they could come back and I don't know if they'll make a top 8 seed, but in that 9 to 10 range to do the play-in, I think they could do that if they keep playing like they have been the last 4 games and tonight. I mean, we're playing the best team in the NBA tonight. At the time, the Warriors were the best team the other night. Yes, I know Devin Booker's out tonight, but the Spurs have really been playing much better, and it's exciting because we got a lot of young players, and we have a young player in the G League that's really exciting people, and Josh Primo is only 18, so I mean, future looks bright. Yeah, I think so. Oh, Flat Earth Gaming, favorite Spurs championship season? Zach Collins can hit the 3. You know, it's probably going to be my favorite Spurs championship is their second one. I'll tell you why I'll tell you guys in just a moment. It's Suns ball right now. Nice ball movement and a huge dunk by JaVale McGee in the paint. 29-20, 2:45 to go. Bryn Forbes, a little screen by Thad, and falls over. Thad with the reverse lefty in the paint, no good, and he falls over. Keldon Johnson falls over. What is happening with the Spurs are like dominoes out there? Suns almost turned the ball over, but they get it back. Nice job by Elfrid Payton. That pull-up jumper is no good. The ball's going to go out of play as Thaddeus Young and JaVale McGee fight for the rebound, and it's going to stay with the Suns. So, the second season, because that was the old and new winning a championship. My favorite player, David Robinson, retiring as an NBA champion, which doesn't happen often for players. And then the start of the big 3 with Tony, Manu, and of course Tim Duncan. That's a miss, but a putback by JaVale McGee. It's 29-22. So that's my favorite one. Seeing my favorite athlete of all time retire an NBA champion, go out on top, but also the start of the big 3 era, that one I think is my favorite. And plus, David, in his very last game, had, 13 points and 17 boards. A little bit of fountain of youth. Lonnie Walker, baseline 3, no good. Trey Jones is checked in for San Antonio. We don't have Forbes and Trey Jones out there. Yes, we do. That's one thing I don't like. I think we're way too small. And there's a turnover. They tried to get it to Payne. Turnover, and now the Spurs turn it over right back as Payne takes it away. Feel the pain, Spurs. Feel the pain. A pull-up three is no good by Cameron Johnson. It gets punched out of bounds, and it'll be Spurs ball, 29-22, 1:35 to go. Never forget Tyson Chandler's career in the NBA was revived once he went to New Orleans to see players being. True story? Wants Thad Young. No, I don't think Phoenix wants Thad Young. Is Doug back in? Yeah, this is the only thing I want to. I feel like I'm really critical of Pop's rotations during the winning streak. Is Bryn and Trey? If you average their height, they're 6'1.5". I'm taller than both of them. I'm taller than both our guards, and we got Doug, Thad, and Lonnie. So we are very small right now. Walk around three-point land. Little screen by Thad. Out to Forbes. 3 on the shot clock. Forbes, the runner in the paint, and it's good. Nice job, Bryn Forbes. 1:11 to go. The 14 was nice too with the revenge. Because we all know what happened in 13. Jamel McGee in the post against Lonnie Walker gets double teamed. Suns going around the world with the ball. Nice ball movement, and then they try to get to McGee in the paint, and going to be fouled, I believe, by number 1. Lonnie Walker, El Cuatro. That, of course, from meditation journey, I guess. I mean, we're winning, so I guess it is. I'm not a fan of it, the small micro ball. I mean, I think in the last game against the Warriors, I think Keldon Johnson was in at center for a couple minutes. That three-pointer is no good. I don't know who shot that. Who dat? Well, anyway, Lonnie Walker with the ball, getting a little loose with it, almost loses it. Whew. Thad Young open for 3, going to take the 3. No, that did not go in. 20 seconds to go. 4-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock, so the Spurs should have the last shot. Elfrid Payton way out in three-point land, starts to take off, gets to McGee. McGee absolutely runs over his man. Bulldozes. I think that's Trey Jones that got bulldozed. Me too, sports critic. I hate going to bed at 12:30. It's a block. Jamel McGee will be at the line. Wow. I don't know about that, but 5 fouls on the Spurs, 0 on the Suns? What? McGee's first free throw is good. No fouls on the Suns? 5 on us? Yeah, he was. Meditation journey. Dante, the team's coming together. They're playing good defense. Whoops, Lonnie way early on that free throw. Shot's no good, and the rebound to the Suns. 8, 7, 6. Pull-up baseline 3 is no good. McGee with the putback. And 1. Wow, what a terrible possession. A sequence of events for the Spurs. Misses a free throw. Suns get the rebound. And 1. This is why I don't like the microball lineup, because we give up so many second chance opportunities. You see it every night. So it might be working, but if you look at the box minus, the plus minus in the box, in the last game against the Warriors, all our starters were plus. I believe all our bench was minus. I don't like this microball. I can't say it enough. McGee throws up the free throw, and it's good. Just like that. It ended up being a 4-point play for the Suns. Bryn Forbes is going to get fouled with 2 seconds left. The Suns have a ton of fouls to give. So you guys aren't put Mike Lennon in center. What? You guys aren't a fan of the microball lineup either? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be critical. I'm rooting for the team. But, man, we get killed on the glass. Doug going to launch into Jakob Poeltl. Jakob with the runner at the buzzer. It's good! Jakob Poeltl with the little runner at the buzzer. Okay. Yeah, McGee Thaddeus Young cannot guard him. Jakob Poeltl with the buzzer beater. What do you think, Manu? Yeah! I found that today. I had to use it. Let's put quarter 2 up. Good first quarter. Spurs up by 7. Suns fans, let me tell you right now, this team is very sketchy in the third quarter. So If your team's down, don't worry. Colder Jester, I don't know why. Well, yeah, small ball is great when you have Curry, Clay, and Kevin Durant. We don't have them. Oh, center on the Spurs, Zachary. I thought you were talking about making Michael Leonard the center on the Giants. Center, okay, yeah. I do trust Pop. I just feel like we need more size. I'm very curious to see what the Spurs are going to do when Zach Collins comes back. Are they going to? He's going to come off the bench to start. No way he's starting, and he didn't start in Portland. I don't believe either. But will he get 10 minutes? And who's going to? Well, I think KBD's minutes will be gone. You got to think the Spurs would rather roll the dice on Zach Collins and see what he has in KBD. No offense, KBD. They're going crazy against us because of the small ball instead of tiring out. Yeah, can we give exactly? Can we give Jacques Lindell a try? Jacques Lindell's concussion protocol is way over. I did hear that Thaddeus Young is not happy in San Antonio. He's not a backup center. He's a power forward, but we're doing the small ball thing a lot. But Thaddeus Young has outplayed Drew Eubanks. I will say that. Steph Curry or Larry Bird? See, I don't want to make that comparison for two reasons. Different position in different era. Steph Curry plays in a three-ball launching era where players really can't play defense. Bird played in the 80s with the teams like the Bad Boy Pistons where they would foul the crap out of you. So it's not really fair. That's why even like Jordan and LeBron, I know that's the ultimate GOAT discussion, but they're two different two different positions in two completely different eras. It's really not fair to either player. So I don't know. Suns defense, the Spurs are hitting their 3-pointers. Do you think we make any trades at the deadline? I got to think Thaddeus Young's going to get traded. And after that, Thaddeus Young would be the one I think that has the best chance to get traded for the Spurs. Now, what's the score in that Patriots-Bills game? Ian, what's up? Go Spurs from Philippines. Thor made a thunder dunk of justice. KLO5, good evening. No, I don't think Steph Curry would survive the physical style of the 80s. I would agree. But we can't really say that because he would have grown up playing basketball that way. He would have played a physical game in high school, in college. So he'd be ready for that in the NBA. So I don't know, maybe he would. But then again, he wouldn't be the same player because three-point shooting isn't, that wasn't... Josh Primo's in the game! What? Optimus Primo is in the game. I just noticed number 11. An alley-oop and a very easy dunk. JaVale McGee playing well against the Spurs tonight. What's he got, 9 now? 33-28. Primo. Go Spurs go from Australia. All right, Sarah. And that runner in the paint by DeJounte is good. DeJounte has 10 points now? Shootout between DeJounte Murray and JaVale McGee. Sure, why not? It is Suns ball. And that runner is good by Alfred Payne. I see the optimists in the chat. What's up, Trek? Thank you for stopping in. Spurs fans, thank you for being here as always. But Suns fans, thank you for joining me. And if you were here for the last Spurs Suns stream, thank you for joining me again. Jakob Poeltl at the free throw line, out to DeJounte Murray, 8 on the shot clock. And now a reach-in foul. Arcu 3, my Spurs have beaten the Warriors, and they may beat the Suns, the two best teams in the NBA. We got a potato in the chat. We're at 78 thumbs up. Can we get to 22 more, my friends? Can we get to 100 this quarter? We got plenty of people. John Lou, good evening. Optimus Primo, will he take a shot? 10 on the shot clock for the Spurs. Jakob Poeltl with a bounce pass that gets kicked. It'll be a kickball. Spurs with 14 on the shot clock. Autobots roll out and transform. Anyway. DeJounte Murray takes the inbound pass. Looking for a pick and roll with Jakob. Not happening. No pick, no roll. 4 on the shot clock. Back to Derek White. Derek going to take a long corner 3. Oh, another air ball. Oh, that's back-to-back air balls for Derek White when it comes to threes. Galaxy, I used to do a clock. You know what? It's not fun because it's a distraction. I'd rather enjoy the game and call it than constantly. I used to have a play clock the first 2 years of this channel, but it's constantly stop, start, stop, start, stop, start. And then sometimes I'm off. And it's like, it's not. I'd rather enjoy the game and do an engaging play-by-play than constantly sit here and worry about a darn play clock. Oh, jeez. Playmaker, that's harsh. Yes, second air ball for Derek. Actually, I don't know if I told you guys, I went for my rapid test for the you-know-what Sunday for my job. And if I didn't tell you, I'll tell you now for anybody that missed the story. Both free throws good for the Suns. I didn't even see who shot that, sorry. Um, I walk in and I'm like, he's like, how you doing? I'm like, yeah. We usually talk sports when I go. I'm like, yeah, my Spurs are doing good. They beat the Warriors, best team in the NBA. He's like, yeah, my team lost by 73. I'm like, oh, OKC fan, got it. Gotcha. Doug McDermott. Doug McDermott passes right to Cameron Johnson. He's not on your team. Johnson taking a fast break, throws it up and in, and we got a 1-point game. The Suns bench really outplaying the Spurs bench, if you will. 1-point game. Our bench is letting us down. The bench players came in and gave up the lead. Really? What can I say? There's really no other way to look at it. The bench gave up the lead. Yeah, Thunder fans, I did tell you all, I figured the letdown would be in the third quarter. They do, Evan, but sometimes they cheer us up too. So it's very early at second quarter. I mean, we can't get neither team's fan base should be excited about anything or worried about anything. It's very early. Edwin, yeah, I looked at that Warriors game. I didn't realize we only scored 13 points, I think it was, in the fourth quarter. We were very lucky we won that game. Oh, the Thunder won today. Gym games, Primo was out there. They just called the timeout. Josh Primo's playing. I don't think he's touched the ball, but Josh Primo is playing tonight. Glad the Thunder got a win for their fans. Devin Vassell is still out. Rose City, Pop does not want to play Jacques Lindell. For whatever reason, he's gone with a two-man rotation. Actually, the primary center is Jakob Pertl. Thaddeus Young's been the primary center off the bench, but at times they've been running Keldon at center with the micro ball. This is not going to work. Derek might need his mohawk back. I don't think that's coming back. I need Masagua. Good morning, Jay. Ouch, Monty. That one hurts. Oh, wow. It's weird that the Henry Ruggs reckless driving video is still on YouTube. Wait, that video is actually on YouTube? Wow. I haven't watched it, nor will I. I don't want to see that. Damn. Passive Income Cash. Interesting channel name. Let's go Spurs. Absolutely. Hair equals power. Is that why Lonnie's been struggling at times? Yeah, he doesn't have the hair power. Yeah, that's all Pop too, Joshua. It's what plays is Pop calling? Are they calling any plays for Primo? Is he even still out there? I see Doug and DeJounte. Spurs up by only one. Second quarter. And I'm looking to see the game clock when they put it back up. Josh Primo is still in the game. Hey, he's touched the ball, and he gave it right back to DeJounte Murray. So he got a touch for about a second. It's like the Spurs have nope, not all their starters. All their starters minus Keldon Johnson with Primo in there. Interesting. DeJounte getting harassed right now with the ball. Gets it to Primo. Primo going to take the corner three. Air ball. What is with the air balls from the Spurs? That's 3 air ball threes. What is happening with our team? Air ball, air ball, air ball. 3 air balls in the first half. That three-point attempt is back ironed by Shamet. No good. Jeez. I'm glad he's shooting, but I don't know what's going on with the air balls tonight. It's a little frustrating, to say the least. Jakob Pertl. Out to Derek White. 8 on the shot clock. Derek pick and roll with Jakob now. And a whistle. I think that's going to be on Eldred Payton. Who forgot to close the window? Jay, I'm hoping for the fifth one. Fifth one, come on. It's a Wilson ball. Is that what it is? LOLL. He shouldn't have jitters though. He's played here and there in the NBA. Doug McDermott. Maybe he rushed the shot a little bit. Actually, it did feel a little rushed. Back to Yak. Yak over to DeJounte. DeJounte in the paint. Gets it back to Yak. Yak with a little jumper. Jakob Poeltl doing some scoring tonight. By the way, bench points. Suns 16, Spurs 10. So we were up by 9, weren't we, at one point? Now it's a 3-point game. So there's the swing, the bench. Suns ball. Landry. Back to Johnson. Johnson starting to drive. Passes out, and the 3-point attempt is good for Cameron Payne. We got a tied game. Tied game with 8 minutes to go in the first half. Bacon, he's not. Definitely do not want to see people calling him a bust already. Doug McDermott into the paint, throws up a layup around JaVale McGee. Nice job by Doug McDermott. Suns ball, McGee going hard at Jakob, throws it up, no good. Fight for the board, and McGee gets his own miss. And then gets almost pickpocketed and does get pickpocketed. Tries to throw it to a teammate, DeJounte Murray with the steal. Out to Derek White, corner 3. Come on. No good. Derek gets his own miss. Back to Primo, wide open for 3. There we go! And a timeout. My man Primo. We'll take that. That Primo does know what to do on the court. He just nailed the 3. $7:27 to go in a timeout. What? Wow, Mason. Was Boban in John Wick? Timeout, guys. Timeout. 42-37. There's our lottery pick. That's more like it. 3-mo. There you go. Is that a rumor, Playmaker Gecko? The Giants, is Russell Wilson want out of Seattle? I'm not touching that one, Spurs fan. I'm crying, little Primo. Jack Squirty, he's a fun player. I mean, we're 2 thumbs up away from 100. Can we get 2 more of these? Dos thumbs up, L thumbs up. That's definitely not how you say it. John Wick commercial right now. Or no, it's not John Wick. Matrix Resurrection. Sorry, he had the long hair and the beard. I thought it was for sure John Wick 4. It's the Matrix Resurrections. I really did not like Matrix 3. I thought Matrix 2 was okay and loved the first one. But man, that third one, I hated it. I'm like, do I want to revisit this franchise? Oh, really? Russell Wilson to the Giants? Angelo, Primo shot 2 threes. One was an air ball. The second one went in. So he's 1 of 2. Primo. Is it Primo bobblehead night? No, really? No, it can't be. It's in Phoenix. Are you saying we should have a Primo bobblehead night? Take both pills. I can't wait to not watch the new Matrix. Yeah, that's where I kind of am. Thank you, Joshua. My take with franchises that have been, I guess, discontinued for years and years, when they make a sequel, I'm like, really? Like Top Gun 2 comes out next year after 35 years-ish or something. Like, I just can't. I can't. And now Matrix is coming back. What was the last one? 2003 or 4? It's been almost 20 years. I'm like, I loved it in the moment back then, and I'll rewatch the first one here and there, and once in a blue moon watch the second one, and never probably watch the third one again. Throwing ball or kicking, dude. Wow. Is it that bad? Is it in Buffalo or is it in Massachusetts? Is it in Massachusetts or New York? Primo's not better than Jordan. And another Indiana Jones. Yeah, I stopped after the first 3. I tried watching the fourth one. I kept falling asleep. I stopped after a half hour. It is Suns ball, down by 5. Chris Paul has checked in. 7:21 to go in the first half. Trey Jones guarding Optimus Primo still in the game. Primo, Derek White, and Jones. We're going small. Doug McDermott and Jakob. Pop loves the small ball. Here's what it is. Crowder checked back in for the Suns. CP3 bounce pass to 8 and gets Almost picked off, but is stolen. Jakob Poeltl with a nice hustle play. I hate this camera angle. Derek White out to Trey Jones. He takes the three. No good. And it's swatted back to Jones. And then Jones turns it over as he throws it to Crowder. Get to the Crowder! It's in Buffalo. Thank you. James, I will ask him. I know. I have seen all 8 seasons of Game of Thrones. I did watch it all. 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts in Buffalo. Oh, my Atlanta. Wow. Primo in Spanish is that's true. That's a good point. Josh is still in there, getting some playing time tonight. That runner is no good by Landry Shamet. Josh Primo will bring it up for the Spurs. It's to Jakob. Back to Primo, 12 on the shot clock. Primo in the paint. The runner is off the rim, no good. Nice move to get into the paint, but the young man couldn't convert. Can't remember, Joshua Primo is only 18. He's got to be the youngest player in the NBA right now, right? 18, he turns 19, I think, some point this month. Chris Paul kicks it out to Crowder for 3. He got to the Crowder! Get to the Crowder! Sorry. Trey Jones down the other end over to Primo. Primo whips it over to Jakob Poeltl. Keldon Johnson checked back in. Poeltl to KJ. KJ drives into the paint. Gets leveled. And he's going to go to the line for 2. Gene, I hope not. But thank you for being here. Bearded TSR gives the Spurs a boost. Leg Meg, no, nobody's hurt. Nobody's hurt. San Antonio Jones and Raiders of the lost turnover. Wow. Starting 5 for which team? Keldon is at the line for 2 free throws. Same starting lineup as always for the Spurs. Keldon, Doug McDermott, Jakob Poeltl, Derek White, and DeJounte Murray. Keldon's free throw bounces off the rim, goes straight up, and back in. Clam Crowder, nice. SK Scorpion King, what's up? Cowboys in the Super Bowl. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. Keldon's second free throw is good. 44 to 45, 55 to go. I probably would pick Green Bay, Arizona. Now that Kyler Murray's back. Or Tampa Bay. And that's a turnover for the Spurs. Thaddeus Young gets it up to Keldon Johnson. Johnson in the paint, throws up the layup. Rolls off the rim. Spurs get the ball back, and we're going to have a whistle on Chris Paul. It's always sad instead of Jock Lindell. You guys should know that. So you should trade. No, we're not trading for Ben Simmons. Never. That is not happening. Nobody's going to want Ben Simmons. Trust me. Nobody wants Ben Simmons at this point. And it's actually Suns ball, so there was a foul on the Spurs. My NBA pass reloaded real quick, so I'm not sure what happened in the interim, but it is Suns ball. 5.5 minutes to go. Suns moving the ball around. Back out to Crowder. 7 on the shot clock. Over to Bridges. Bridges with the runner in the paint. Back iron, no good. And he gets his own miss. And now the Spurs trying to trap him. He'll break it. And then alley-oop to DeAndre Ayton, and he can't put it down. A little too much alley, but not enough oop. It is Spurs ball. Derek White drives in the paint. Drives by the whole defense. A layup and one! That's what I'm talking about! 5:05 to go. That finally some nasty from Derek White. I don't think anybody's going to want Russell Westbrook at this point. I don't know. Yay. Nice butterfly. The subdued yay. I like it. Teams do not want locker room headaches. And with Ben Simmons, I've said this before, and I do mean it. Not only is the locker room headache causing teams to not want him, but I think the Sixers are asking for too much, and that makes him untradeable. You get the ball to Ayton, and Ayton loses the ball. And that's another turnover for the Phoenix Suns. Keldon Johnson takes the corner 3 after the white pass. Back iron, no good. Shoot, that was a good shot. I like the fact he took the shot. Keep on shooting, KJ. Keep on shooting. CP3. Guarded by Josh Primo. Into Ayton in the paint. Thaddeus Young is getting cooked. repeatedly by not only DeAndre Ayton, but he was getting cooked by JaVale McGee. This is not working. Thaddeus Young gets, ooh, Crowder gets leveled. And that's an offensive foul on the Spurs. What's up, Brandon 5042? They're calling on Kellen's. Kellen's pleading his case. Not going to work. Let me take a look at the replay. They're showing the Ayton. Thaddeus Young cannot guard any of the Suns' big men tonight. I'm sorry. He's getting toasted. Wow, I didn't know Westbrook was playing that well. Yeah, I would rather put Jacques Landale in over Thad at this point. Heck, I'm even roll Drew Eubanks out there. Chris Paul's wide open for three all day. He missed the open three. Like, there was nobody within 8 feet of him, but he did miss the shot. Spurs ball 4 minutes to go. Kellen drives into the paint. Back out to Derek White. White spins around, over to Thad. Thad in the posts, back to Keldon. Spurs just bouncing the ball, and now ball's going to be knocked out of play, and I think it was knocked out by Crowder. Young is too short. He's just too small. He's a power forward. That's right. Ginobili. Wieskamp at center. How tall is Wieskamp? 6'6", 6'5"? 5 on the shot clock for the Spurs. Thaddeus Young to Derek White. Open for three. Front rim, no good. Trey Jones tried to, I think Trey Jones was trying to slam it in. Didn't get it, but man, that would have been a highlight reel play. DeAndre Ayton going one-on-one with Thad. Gets double teamed by Derek, and they strip the ball. Thaddeus Young running a fast break. Nope. To Lonnie Walker, who's checked back in, and Lonnie just traveled. Oh, Lonnie. What's up, Sesh Jake? Well, the third quarter hasn't got here yet. Yeah, that was an ugly travel, man. Yeah. CP3 taking it at DeJounte Murray, who's checked back in, and now an offensive foul on the Suns. A lot of whistles in the last few minutes. Too many. Fat cat, that's not Mono Ginobili. Although it does look like Jerry. He does look like Jerry Seinfeld a little bit. Hit the eyes. I never noticed that. Walker walking. Ouch, but facts. We got a good crowd tonight. Thank you for hanging out, my friends. If we can get to 150 thumbs up before the first half is over, that would be awesome. Austin 316 left. Jakob Poeltl in the paint out to Keldon Johnson. Johnson's going to drive. And back out to DeJounte. Spurs have most of their starters in there. Dug out Lonnie and Keldon for three again. Back iron, no good. This is another whistle on the Suns? I'm getting a little tired of all the whistles. Just let them play. Right? I mean, just play Eubanks. I mean, at this point, yeah, Thad cannot stop JaVale McGee or DeAndre Ayton. And I don't like picking on him. He's too small. And if he's unhappy, as he's saying is, that can't be good either. So it is a foul on the Suns. I didn't see what happened. It looks like it is Spurs ball. Are we getting a technical shot? Nope. DeAndre Ayton has blood on his jersey. I think it's his own blood. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood but me. (11-7). That probably will be the final score, Zachary. If that weather is as bad as you said it, you guys are saying is a Buffalo. Yeah, LOL, way too many whistles. I don't like it. Sorry, Brandon. It's on NBA team. I'm watching on the Spurs NBA Team Pass. 3 minutes left in the first half. Due to copyright, I can't show that. I can show this game right here. The game! Boop! But I can't show the NBA game. That is not a center. Wow, Omar. That stuff talk like that's gonna get you timed out, man. Why the hate? If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Right? That's a funny movie. Alright, so it's Suns ball. A lot of confusion there. Okay, under 3 minutes to go. CP3 out to Jakob Poeltl has checked in. Hallelujah. Chris Paul taking it at Lonnie Walker into the paint. Guys should get it to Ayton. It's going to be deflected out of play. It is still Suns ball. 9 on the shot clock. Or maybe even Jacques Landale. Yes, workforce planner. In the house. Oh, Xander, I'm in Connecticut. But you know, I get to watch the Yankees and Giants. They're my local teams, so 2 out of my 3 teams are local, and the NBA team pass has worked fine with the Spurs. Crowder for 3. In and out burger. Oh, that thing went in, rattled around, and popped back out. Murray brings it up for the Spurs. Looking to drive baseline. Almost stepped out of play. Gets it to Jakob Poeltl. Jakob looking to reset the offense. Gets it to Keldon. Keldon into the paint. Gets blocked from behind from Crowder. Crowder said, "Get out of the Crowder!" Keldon laughing about it. Why not? Nice defense by Crowder. He hit his arm, but he hit the gut ball first. Derek White for 3 after the inbound pass. No good. Crowder with the rebound. 47-42, 2:20 to go in the first half. DeAndre Ayton out to Crowder. Crowder thinks about a 3, pulls it down. Back to Chris Paul. 10 on the shot clock. CP3 starting to take off. Pulls up mid-range jumper. Swish. Killed the fish. Phil, what'd you miss? A lot of air balls by the Spurs. Joshua Primo made a 3. We're up by 3. It's been a good game. Keldon Johnson looks like he took some steps. Throws up the layup, no good. Gets his own miss. Throws it up again and gets fouled. I thought he may have traveled. It looks travelish. But then again, in the NBA these days, you can take, 3 or 4 steps? I don't know. And I'm a Spurs fan, but Suns fans, I will try to call this game down the line the best of my ability. I don't like fudging calls. I call it the way I see it as a non-biased fan. I thought Keldon may have traveled there. Yes, Crowder's my favorite player on the Suns, and Keldon missed the free throw. You missed, Primo played like 6 minutes, Phil. Ozzy, yes, I got to have a Spurs legend with me tonight. Keldon's second free throw makes that one. He's 3-4 from the line tonight. It has turned into a huge whistle fest in the second quarter. I'm not a fan. Just let the teams play. CP3 takes it at the Spurs, pulls up for the jumper, and Chris Paul, he's heating up. 48-46, a minute and a half to go. It's going to be a close game. Well, it is a close game. Dejounte out to Lonnie Walker. Lonnie been very quiet tonight, and unfortunately, he had that huge half against the Golden State Warriors in the first half, disappeared in the second, and he hasn't given us much tonight. I'm not even sure he scored. Maybe 2. Dejounte Murray, crossover dribble, pull up from the baseline, no good. Bridges with the rebound, and the Suns can tie it with 1:11 left in the first half, or take the lead. Chris Paul open, nope, passes it off. I thought he was going to take a 3. He faked me out. Paul pulls up in the paint, and Chris Paul is officially on fire. That is 3 shots in a row by Chris Paul. 48 all, under a minute to go. Lonnie Walker's open for 3. No good. And the Suns now trying to take their first lead in somewhere early in the first quarter. The Spurs were up by 9 at one point. By the way, the Bulls are laying it to the Nuggets right now, 94-81. I just like Chris Paul keep shooting. Johnson into the paint, throws it up off the glass. Cameron Johnson scores and 1. And the lead is gone for the Spurs. 31 seconds to go in the first half. Chris Paul has taken over this game, and Cameron Johnson now has just gotten a layup, and he's going to get an and 1 ticky-tack foul, but it's the NBA today. This game, I know, Spurs were playing well, and Felix, unfortunately, Lonnie is, I'll check the halftime stats. I don't think he has more than 2 points. 3-point conversion's good, 51-48. At least it's a good game. It's still early. I mean, the Suns, even without Devin Booker, still have a lot of talent on their team. And clearly. Dejounte way out on 3-point land, 14 on the clock, 7 second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Jakob Poeltl just standing there with the ball, finally gets it to Keldon. Bad pass, goes out of bounds, and that's a turnover by the Spurs. And the Suns will hold for the last shot with 10.1 as the last few minutes have been a disaster for the San Antonio Spurs, not closing out the first half strong at all. Tons of turnovers, right? Off night for Looney. Yeah, he's playing like a Looney. Are they, Will? Well, not right now. Paul with a beautiful pass. The drive, the shot, no good by Cameron Johnson, but he gets fouled again. And is that Jakob Poeltl again with .2 seconds left? The Spurs look very unhappy with the call. I think it's on Derek White, the way with the facial expression he's making. Let's take a look at the replay if we can. Johnson drives. Derek White jumped straight up to block the shot, and Johnson jumped into him. I don't know what you're supposed to do there as a defender. The whistles are definitely hurting us. We're gonna actually. I think the Spurs are challenging this. Yeah, I mean, I know I'm a Spurs fan, but Derek White literally jumped straight up to block the shot, and then Johnson crashed into him, and they called a defensive foul. I'm like, I don't know what you're supposed to do there. He's just get out of the way. We'll see. It's a challenge. Derek wasn't even moving. Yeah, I don't know. Derek's reaction after he got whistled. Me? Felix, maybe the NBA said, you know what? That's enough of the San Antonio Spurs franchise winning a bunch of games in a row. The Spurs definitely have not played well in the second quarter, Josh. So, yeah, definitely sloppy. Yeah, .02 second a challenge. So jump up, I guess, which would then end the half. I hear the Suns announcers, they're debating whether that's a foul or not too. So credit to them not being biased. And they said, one guy saying, well, the defender has to get out of the way, but the other guy saying, well, yeah, but you're trying to stop the play. I can't hear the referee. Wow, the ref is telling us a whole lot of news and the weather. The Spurs win the challenge? Oh, Derek White doesn't look too happy. There are still 2 quarters left. Pop doesn't look too happy. We must have lost the challenge. Pop doesn't look too happy. Oh, no, we did win. We won the challenge. All right. I was right. It wasn't a foul. So a jump ball with .3 seconds left. Poeltl and Ayton overturned. I did not think that was a foul. Neither did Derek White, which is why they immediately challenged it. Jakob doesn't even jump. They throw the ball, Ayton hits it, and then the half is over. A good first half of basketball, though. It's anybody's game. If you're a Spurs fan, you got to be a little frustrated because they had a lead and gave it up, and we don't typically play well in the second half, especially most of the second half, third or fourth quarter. So it'll be interesting to see how the Spurs come out. I appreciate, about it. I'm the same way. I'm a diehard Spurs fan, but I got to call the game the way I see it. And on that play, I didn't see a foul. I'm like, he jumps straight up. The offensive player creates all the contact. I don't know what you want a defender to do in that situation. So it was a bad call, but it was corrected on the challenge. Oscar, what is this stream? Well, it is what it says in the description. Live play-by-play and scoreboard. Oh, stats. Yes. Let's pull up some halftime statistics. Yeah, the Suns crushed us in the second quarter, 25-15. 25-15. The Spurs outscored the Suns 33-26. The Spurs, all the momentum was gone. Let's pull up the Suns stats first. I always do my team second. For the Phoenix Suns, Mikal Bridges with 4, Jai Crowder with 3, DeAndre Ayton with 10, Landry Shamet with 4, Chris Paul with 8. Coming off the bench for the Phoenix Suns, Cameron Payne 5, Cameron Johnson with 7, JaVale McGee with 10 in 7.5 minutes. Yeah, Elfrid Payton and Ish Wainwright. I didn't even know Ish Wainwright played in the game. He got a total of, they both got a total of 0. It's not a watch party though, technically, Felix, because my man Clam, the Spurs fan, does watch parties. He does not call the game. That's a legit watch party where he's just doing more color commentary, saying "ooh, nice shot," and whatever else Clam says. I have no idea. Um, I actually am calling the game like a radio announcer, if you will. Yeah. No, the claw's not coming back, David. Did we get 250 likes? All right. The goal will be 200 for the night, obviously, but I am very happy with. Yeah, I'll definitely take that. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. All right, for the Spurs, Keldon Johnson with 7, but not shooting well tonight. Only 2 of 6. Doug McDermott, only 2 points. Has only played 12 minutes. Jakob Poeltl with 10 and 6. That's 6 rebounds. Derek White with 8. Not shooting well, though. 3 of 9 and 1 of 7 from beyond the arc. And I think 2 of those were air balls, were they not? T. Flowers, what's up? Go Spurs, go. DeJounte Murray with 8, 3, and 7, so well on his way to another double-double. But yeah, Derek, 1 of 7 from beyond the arc. And as we take a look at the bench, Lonnie Walker does have 3 points. He's 1 of 4 from the field. He did hit a 3. I forgot he hit a 3, so my apologies. Bryn Forbes with a solid 5 points, and actually has a +1 because, well, you know. Thaddeus Young with 2 points, but he's been getting cooked on defense. Even though his plus-minus is 0, that has really struggled against JaVale McGee and DeAndre Ayton when he's been in there. Trey Jones with a donut, and Josh Primo with 3 points. He's 1 of 3 from the field, hit a 3-pointer, missed his 2-point shot. He also has a rebound and a steal and a block. He played 7 minutes and 40 seconds. I think that's the most minutes he's played in a half since the season started. So Pop giving him some minutes. He's not going to get any minutes when Devin Vassell's back, and I got to think Trey Jones' minutes are going to get chopped up too when Devin's back. More than likely. I don't know. We'll see. Devin Booker's out. Ivan, I'm doing good. Thank you. Spurs on a 4-game winning streak. I'd love to get him to 5. DeJounte going to score 50? He's going to have to shoot a lot more than 5 times and a half to do that, my man. Yeah, Lonnie, you know, I like Lonnie Walker. This is probably the most frustrating thing about Lonnie. We saw him have a fantastic first half against the Golden State Warriors the other night. And then he disappeared in the second half. I believe he had 18 points in the first half, only 3 in the second half. And then tonight, he's got 3 points. He's so incredibly gifted athletically, very talented. But he can't seem to put it together, keep it all together for, a stretch. It's one big game or one big half, and then just, not enough right now to get him another contract from the Spurs. And I hate saying that, but if he keeps playing the way he's been playing for the first quarter of the season to the rest of the year, or quarter, he's not going to be a Spur next year. Yes, oh, it's 11-10. Can we get this? Oh, that Sleepy Rich was ridiculous. That was embarrassing. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. I was so tired. And for a couple minutes there was really slurring my words and incoherent until I finally hulked up and started doing the impersonations and got my second wind. Yeah, Nick, he might think too much. It's a contract year for him too. You got to wonder, being a player that's so up and down with his game because of where he's at mentally, could the contract year be messing with his head? I don't know. Players are different. So, hey, the gorilla with the slam dunk in the sand outfit for the Suns. Some players rise to the occasion, and when the pressure's on, that's when they play their best. I.e., great ones like Michael Jordan. They live for that pressure. They want that pressure. And then there's other players that under pressure just absolutely collapse. Barry Bonds, one of the greatest hitters I've ever seen play, whether you say juiced or not. Usually in the playoffs, just A-Rod. Alex Rodriguez, terrible in most of the playoff series he was in, except for 1 or 2 for the Yankees. Just some players step up, some don't. Yeah, I know he's not dunking, Felix. He's been doing a lot of layups this year. Going for the Bills. I know my man, the coach, plays in some other channel. I don't know the other channel's name. They have a pie in the face contest. Whoever loses the bet. I think Coach took... Yeah, I think the other guy's a Bills fan, and Coach took the Patriots. I think, or vice versa. Gosh, now I don't know. I would agree. Lonnie needs to attack the rim, especially with his athleticism. There you go. Big 3 thrived under pressure. Claudia, what's up? Thank you for... Oh, she said, boo Spurs. That's cool. You're Suns fan, all good. I got to think a Thad trade is coming, but you know what? If just me, if I'm coach of the team and a player's vocally saying he's not happy, and I got a kid in Jacques Lindell that wants to play, you know what? Thad, you can stay unhappy. To the bench you go. Jacques Lindell, let's see what you got. That's what I would do. You're going to publicly say you're not happy? All right. Claudia, I hope you're wrong. No offense. We'll see. Booker is out, Andra. Devin Booker is out. By the way, I saw a great, not to throw any shade at LeBron James, but we all know LeBron has had fans thrown out a few times for talking trash, whether it was justified or not. It's happened, I think, 2 or 3 times. And I saw a great clip where a fan was talking trash to Michael Jordan. And what did Jordan do? Ended up hitting a couple shots, and then in a timeout, looked at the fan and did this. I started going off. So to me, that's the best way to handle a fan that's talking smack is put the ball in the hoop. That's your job, to put the ball in the basket. And I'm like, that seems very Jordan-esque, because if you talk trash to Michael Jordan, he took that personally, and he would destroy you. I don't know if you guys have ever heard the Kevin Garnett story with, I want to say it's J.R. Ryder and Michael Jordan. It's a really fun story. I'll tell you guys real quick if you haven't heard it. And check it out, because Garnett tells it much better than I do. So Michael Jordan was getting outplayed by, I think it was J.R. Ryder, Isaiah Ryder. This is back when Garnett was with the Timberwolves. And this was, I think, Garnett's rookie year, and he says, keep killing that ninja, keep killing that ninja. I'm censoring for obvious reasons. And I guess Jordan heard this, and he was staring at him, and Ryder's like, whoa, hey, and shut up. And he goes over to Jordan like, hey, man, he don't mean it. Yeah, guess what happened? Jordan went nuts in the second half, and the Wolves got destroyed. And Garnett and I guess Ryder on the bench exhausted, and Jordan, walks over and was like, what's the matter, rookie? What's up? You tired already? Like, Jordan just decimated them in the second half. To me, that's what GOATs do. People talk trash in the face of adversity. Man, he just... Whether you agree Michael Jordan is the GOAT or not of basketball, he is the most competitive human being I have ever seen. Because he could beat everything. Throwing quarters at a wall. If you haven't watched The Last Dance, he takes that stuff personally. Phil, we don't know that. Only a fan has reported that. I have not seen any NBA players confirm that, nor have any other fans. So if those fans were saying that, you would think a lot of people would be corroborating that story. I haven't heard anything about that being what happened. I saw the fan that got thrown out on video, and he was doing like a little wave at LeBron. I hope that's not what they were saying. But LeBron, he does seem a little soft at times. Who knows what they're saying? Let's hope it's not that, because that's horrible. You have to have a really dark place in your heart to say that to anybody about their children. So as far as I know, only one fan tweeted that was being said. You would think, and even LeBron didn't say what they said. You would think somebody else on the court would confirm that. There's ears everywhere. Other fans, players, refs. It's so, I don't know. That's enough about him. No problem. Late's better than that. Oh, well, that's going to get you timed out. One, inappropriate language, but also, why are you being hateful? I mean, that's just immature. I'm going to have the referees throw you out. I'm going to pull LeBron on you, Claudia. You're getting thrown out. Everybody hit the timeout button that has a wrench for Claudia Cardenas. Let's give him the Indiana Pacers fan treatment. What's up, the Joker? KLFI, that's fair. Most clutch in Spurs history. Now, see, Rumbly, I don't feel like... it's all good, Phil. It's all good. It's hard for me to say the most clutch player because I didn't watch in the 80s. I didn't get to see George Gervin and others play. So, I mean... Tim Duncan, I would think, would be considered the most clutch. I mean, there's a reason he's won multiple NBA Finals MVPs. He won 3, right? Yeah, 3. Tony Parker won the other one, and Kawhi Leonard got the last one. Gotta be Duncan, right? What a trush team going. What? Who are the Warriors down to? What's up, Angel? Guillermo, what's up? Ghost, we're down by 3, unfortunately. We had a 9-point lead, but the Suns, to their credit, battled back, and Chris Paul was on fire at the end of the half. Big Shot Bob was clutch, but most clutch Spurs player? I don't know if I can do that. The Warriors down by 6 for the quarter. Yeah, I would never count that. As long as Steph Curry's playing, I would never count the Golden State Warriors out. And the scariest thing with the Warriors, James Wiseman is out. I don't know when he's coming back. And Klay Thompson is coming back soon. Now, Klay Thompson is not going to be the Klay Thompson player fans are used to right away. He's probably coming off the bench. I would think he'd be on a minutes restriction, probably no more than 15 or 20. You got to remember, he hasn't played in 2 years in the NBA. And he's had not one, but 2 severe injuries, a torn ACL and a torn Achilles. That's a lot for your body to go through. Wait, it's only the first quarter and they're down by... Come on now, the whole game's left. Oh, they're playing the Orlando Magic, that's right. How much time left? The players are on the court warming up, so the third quarter is probably starting very soon. So let me get the Q3 up. It should be starting in a minute. Klay getting injured actually made... Did it really? I didn't like seeing it, man. I was not happy about that. Shooting for the game. The Suns shooting 47%. The Spurs only shooting 42%. Really? You're going to give me the stats for 1.5 seconds? They literally just put the stats up. I started reading it, and they took the stats down. Okay. Sean, I don't forget about Sean Elliott, the Memorial Day Miracle. I will never forget that. That's probably the most clutch shot in Spurs history, is it not? That was against Portland? Rumley says, after the Memorial Day Miracle. Yeah, I think the Memorial Day Miracle is always going to be first. Randy's clutch. Put me in, coach. All right, Randy. Good. They must have had an error, Galaxy, because, man, I didn't get to read those stats one iota. I mean, whatever. All good, I guess. Tim Duncan did make that 3 in the playoffs. That was his only 3 of the year, wasn't it? Joseph, I hate that. I absolutely... 2 Spurs players, actually. Drives me crazy. Tony Parker ended his career in Charlotte. And do you know the other Spurs player? So you can get in the chat first. There's no reward for this. Another Spurs player that played his entire career with the San Antonio Spurs, except for 1 season kind of in the middle with the Detroit Pistons. Mano probably had the most clutch. Mano had some huge moments. See who can get it in the chat first if anybody's game. Vinny. I remember Vinny. Vinny D. I hope 5-0 Joshua. Third quarter is underway. I'm not sure who starts it. There you go. Joseph got it. Sean Elliott traded to the Detroit Pistons for Dennis Rodman and then came right back the following year. Derek White with the or the pull-up jumper to start us off, and he misses it. Hey, it's getting cold in my house. The hoodie's going back on, my friends. The hoodie's going back on. That shot rattles around and goes in. I did not see who made that for the Suns. My apologies. I was looking at my hoodie. Oh, it's crowd. Get to the Calder! Yes, that's going to keep happening. I like how they just put a graphic up. Spurs black jerseys, Suns white jerseys. Seriously? Anybody watching the NBA, did they really need to know that? Kelvin Johnson takes it into the paint and gets fouled after the shot. Like, who doesn't know that? I mean, I understand UFC fighters, you're telling people which color their shorts are, but do you have to say that the Spurs are wearing black and the Suns are wearing white? Kelvin missed another free throw. The monoblock is classic. Dennis Rodman was a Spur for 2 years. Kelvin makes a second one. I want to say 93, 94, 94, 95. And then he went to the Bulls for 3 years and won 3 championships with Jordan and Pippen. CP3 with the ball. Back out to Bridges. Bridges guarded by Doug McDermott. 8 on the shot clock. Bridges running around. Fires it back out to CP3. CP3 with the long 3. No good. And number 3 with the rebound. That's a whole lot of threes. Number 3 takes the 3. Misses the 3. Rebounded by number 3. Jakob runner in the paint. No good. Crowder with the rebound. Save the electric bill. Actually, I got oil. Oh, boy. Yep. I'm in New England. Can't do electric heat. I would freeze. Well, or my bill would be redonkulous. Chris Paul guarded by Jakob Poeltl. I'm not sure I like that matchup. Paul wheels it out to Crowder. Crowder for 3. Back iron, no good. Jakob Poeltl with the rebound. There you go. Robinson and Rodman. Jonathan to the paint as Doug McDermott goes backdoor and missed the layup. Doug, you got to make those layups. Oh, come on, bro. CP3. Covered by Jakob Poeltl again on the switch. Pull-up jumper, no good. Long rebound goes to Crowder. He's going to launch the 3. Oh, second chance opportunities. Kill this Spurs team. Get to the Crowder. Suns with their biggest lead. 7. All right, Xander, good night. Thanks for stopping in. Keldon takes a baseline 3. That one's good. All right, KJ makes his first 3 of the game. Hopefully that'll start warming him up. 56-52. 9:40 to go in the third quarter. So just a nice ball movement. Crowder into the paint. Throws it up off the glass and good. Spurs have no answer for Crowder right now. No answer for Crowder. DeJounte Murray after pick and roll with Jakob Poeltl. Gets it to Jakob. Jakob with a little jumper. Jakob Poeltl been very active offensively tonight. I think he's on pace for about 20. And Shamet just walks up to the three-point line and says, hey, check this out, as he makes the three-pointer. No, we cannot go back and forth. Yeah, get to the rebound. DeJounte over to Keldon. Gosh, I hate this camera angle. Instead of a side court, it's like, I don't know. Keldon into the paint, the left-handed runner. Back iron, no good. DeAndre Ayton with the rebound. Really hate this camera angle. I don't know if anybody else is watching it at home. You probably know the camera angle I'm talking about. Crowder, pull-up jumper. And Pop's going to call a timeout. Oh, boy. That's not over yet, Marie, but the Suns are looking good. And the Spurs looked great in the first quarter. It's been all downhill since then. You're welcome, Milius. Thank you for stopping in. Anthony is very correct. The Spurs are not a consistent team. They're a very young team, but people are riding high in this 4-game winning streak, and we want number 5, especially with the Suns. The Suns beat us by 4 in the first meeting of the year. They don't have Devin Booker tonight. Yeah, exactly. No Booker, no problem. Which Spurs your fave? Besides the obvious. Keto Dabrowski. I don't know. It's tough because when I look at Tony, Manu, and Tim, they're all like ABC. Like 1A, 1B, or 2A, 2B, 2C. You know, I liked all of them kind of equally because they all did things differently on the court. So David's number 1. I've been very vocal about that since forever. But I almost feel like number 2 would be a tie between the big 3. If I had to pick one, I'd probably pick Tim. But it would just be very... And if I had to put them in order, it'd be like Tim, Manu's like right there, and then Tony. I mean... Sean Elliott, I really like Sean Elliott. Too bad Sean Elliott had so many health problems early in his career. Kept primoing. Execute. Blake Rose. Wow. Avery Johnson. We're going back to the 90s. Where's Rod Strickland at? Willie Anderson. Terry Cummings. How's the starting lineup back when I started watching? For most players to play their entire career with the... Do they? Marco Bellinelli. Marco Bellinelli. To the video that the 6-man put out about our young core. I don't know what the 6-man is. Tim does have the most championships out of any Spurs. He's got 5. Big 3 have 4, and then it varies, from there. Ginobili was fun to watch. Very fun to watch. It's too bad he didn't get into the NBA until he was 26. Imagine if he came over here from overseas when he was 22. He missed so many years. Anthony, I don't think that's it. Tim is the greatest Spur of all time. I won't argue that. I'm a David Robinson fan, but I'll admit that too. There's no doubt. David, probably the most athletic Spur of all time. If that counts for anything. Probably doesn't. We do not have an elite player on our team. We have a lot of good players, but we don't have an all-star level player. Oh, DeJounte might make an all-star. Derek White in the paint throws it up, no good. But for the Spurs to win, they need big play out of DeJounte Murray, Derek White, one of their bench players. And right now they're not getting that from those guys. Lonnie's not giving us anything off the bench. Derek is struggle from the field. He's at the line for 2, but he's 3 of 10 for the night. DeJounte has actually been fine. I think he's got close to 10 assists. He just hasn't been scoring a lot. Me too. Oh, I missed the free throws. The Spurs are back to missing free throws left and right. Oh, thank you, Obeda. If anybody's new to the channel, TSR Sports is all about the San Antonio Spurs, New York Giants, New York Yankees, United States Women's national team when Kristen Press plays. He missed them both. That's at least, 4 missed free throws tonight for the Spurs? At least 4. Shaman for 3, and he gets fouled by Derek White. He missed it, and a foul by Derek White. The Spurs are literally falling apart. What's up, Richard? Oh, my goodness. The Spurs are falling apart right before our eyes. And Patty Mills is killing. Isn't Patty and LA are killing? Aren't they both starting for Brooklyn right now? Patty Mills and LA, I think I read, are starting. Shaman missed the first free throw. Merry Christmas, Richard. From one Richard to another. Frustrating Spurs right now. Oh, Lloyd Daniels. Remember them, Easy? He didn't really do too much with us, did he? Yeah, like, okay. Biggest lead in the night for either team. Double digits. 10 points. Suns lead. 8-12 left in the third quarter. Oh, boy. That free throw's good. 65-54. Spurs got nothing going on right now. Keldon Johnson takes it into the paint. And it's an air ball layup. Chris Paul rolls right over Derek White, and that's a charge. Derek White, one of the best in the NBA at taking charges, and he caught Chris Paul in that one. What's up, Bobby February? We were up by 9. Now we're down by 11. It's a 20-point swing. And a turnover by Jakob Poeltl. He was trying to get Doug McDermott. Spurs just playing some really bad basketball since the first quarter. Chris Paul tries to get the alley-oop to Mikal Bridges. No good. Crowder with the follow-up 3 after another second chance opportunity, and it's good. Get to the cloud. Second chance points. 14-point lead for the Phoenix Suns. DeJounte Murray with the banker jump shot to finally stop some bleeding. Boy, the Spurs are really struggling tonight on both ends of the floor. They looked great in the first quarter since then, and they got a back-to-back tomorrow with the Knicks. Suns ball, 10 on the shot clock. Bridges with a little pick and roll. Fires it off from the free throw line. Oof. Brick City. From Mikal Bridges. Were we up by 11, Joshua? I don't realize it was that much. Dang. I'm not giving up. I hope the team doesn't give up. 7 on the shot clock. Jakob back to DeJounte. DeJounte running around to Derek White for 3. Come on, man. No, Derek misses another 3. He's like 1 of 8 from beyond the arc now. I'm giving Crowder good juju. Wow, Spurs fan. All right, we're going to lose. I'm out. That is not a good attitude as a Spurs fan. Crowder for 3. No good. Wow, I can't believe a Spurs fan is actually admitting to giving up on the team in the chat. And your name is Spurs fan. Derek White in the paint misses a shot. He's going to get fouled and go to the line for 2. I can't believe somebody would... People are doing it. People are giving up on the Spurs this year. It's like, are you a Spurs fan or not? I think you should change your name to sometimes Spurs fan. Not trying to roast you here, but man, like, there's 18 minutes of game and you quitting on your team. Derek White's first free throw is good. Can you imagine if I gave up on the Spurs every time they were down? Most of my live streams would be an hour long. Part-time Spurs fan. That's a good channel name. That's actually kind of funny. Can you imagine if somebody came in, their channel name was part-time Spurs fan, part-time Lakers fan? Derek White, second free throw. All right. 10-point game. I mean, I haven't been here for every game, but I stay here till the end no matter what. Shamit for three. Was his toe on the line? Yeah, the toe was on the line. 2-pointer. I thought I saw his toe on the line. DeJounte pull-up jumper behind the free throw line. No good. Ayton with the rebound. Spurs down by 12. 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. We can still win this. Oh boy. Chris Paul hits his number. Oh, yeah, true story, Juan. Phoenix Suns 3-pointers in the first quarter, 0 for 6. Since they've been 6 of 12. Lonnie Walker's checked in for San Antonio. He got trapped in the corner, gets the ball out of there. They get it over to DeJounte. DeJounte baseline pull-up jumper is no good. And a shot clock violation. Man, the Spurs are just struggling. I mean, it's hard to watch. Win, lose, still. Yeah, there you go, Ivan. It is getting ugly on Mr. Westside. Westside? I don't know what's happening with the team. It's a combination of two things right now that really hurt you. The Suns are playing good, and the Spurs are playing bad. And when you combo that, that's when you start getting lit up on the scoreboard. Robert, it's in Phoenix. Play Primo and Jacques. Pirtle's coming out. Oh, are they going Thaddeus Young? Thad got chewed up on defense. Can we just play Jacques Lindell? Joshua Primo's in the game again. Oh, no, it's Drew Eubanks. Actually, he might be an upgrade over Thaddeus Young tonight. Come on, Drew. Prove us all wrong and play some ball. Get some nasty out there. Crowder almost travels. Pulls up for a jumper instead. Misses it. He did not get to the Crowder. So Drew Eubanks in the game, as is Josh Primo. Primo out to DeJounte Murray. DeJounte back to Drew Eubanks. And Drew Eubanks can't get a handle on it, and that's a turnover for the Spurs. That's what I'm used to with Drew Eubanks, unfortunately. Shamit missed a shot. Crowder with the rebound. Crowder with the putback. No good. Crowder going to get fouled. I don't know why he hates Jock either. Yeah, but I don't know. It might be a different game if Booker was playing. Maybe we'd be playing better. You have to wonder, did the Spurs possibly sleep on this game a little bit because Booker was out? But they played well in the first quarter, though, so it doesn't make... Yeah, that theory doesn't work. That wears up already. Not surprised. I expect that number to shoot way up. Crowder at the line for two. He missed the first one. I'm not going to say it's over, Anthony, with 17 minutes left. But if they keep playing like this throughout the whole third quarter, we're going to have a lot of garbage time, which maybe means we'll see Jacques Lindell. If there's any silver lining, maybe we'll get a whole dose of Jacques Lindell, Josh Primo. I don't know if Weezy's there, Joe Wieskamp. Maybe he'll come out. Maybe we'll have a big, healthy helping of Kaycock if Devontae's there. Definitely need more Kaycock. It's his name. I can say it and not get in trouble. Josh Primo runs into Drew Eubanks on the pick and roll. Gets it out to Trey Jones. Wow, Pop going deep on that. He's got jump. Wow, we're going extra small. And then Jones gets absolutely annihilated by DeAndre Ayton as Ayton blocks his shot. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Evan, you might be right. You could be right on that one. I think they're going to try for the rest of the third quarter if they're down 16 or more at that point, which we're down 16 right now. I could see him emptying the bench, letting all the young guys play. We're going extra small. Bryn Forbes, Josh Primo, Trey Jones, Drew, and who's the fifth guy? Lonnie Walker. Wow. We got the old small ball. 4:20 to go. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Suns fans, your team is looking fantastic without Devin Booker. Props to you guys. And that's a turnover. Lonnie Walker will bring it up for San Antonio. A very awkward move and throws it up and misses. Probably should have just held up. And now the Spurs steal it back. And then Trey Jones gets rejected again by Cameron Johnson. Trey Jones has been blocked twice in the last minute. Yes, I did the insane one. It's like, where's that Devontae cake? K-cock. Yeah, cool. And an offensive foul on Drew Eubanks as he just leveled Cameron Payne. That 2 turnovers for Drew Eubanks already? How about Trey Jones getting blocked twice in 1 minute? Oh, boy. Yep, Ayton and Crowder out there, and we small. We very small. Facts, LJ. See, even if the Spurs are losing, I'm going to find something to enjoy about watching my team. You know what I mean? That you got to find something. I don't know, anything. Chris Paul in the paint, pull up from the free throw line, front rim no good. The biggest guy in the court gets the rebound in Bryn Forbes. Forbes into Drew Eubanks, back to Forbes. Over to Trey Jones. Jones with the runner, misses. Didn't get blocked at least. Jones with the putback. All right, here's where the run starts. Here's where the run starts. Come on, Spurs. How are you going to play like this in front of Manu? And that's a turnover. Josh Primo gets a loose ball off the floor. Spurs ball. Over to Primo. Primo's wide open for 3. Ah, no good. Drew Eubanks tries to, I don't know what he was trying there. Tries to put it back. Looks like he was trying to do some kind of crazy dunk, and then he realized he's not Vince Carter, and he missed. Chris Paul guarded by Primo, 10 on the shot clock. Looking to go one-on-one with our 18-year-old. Pick and roll. Bounce pass to Ayton is taken away by the Spurs. Lonnie Walker going fast break, and he'll stop the break, get it to Forbes. Forbes in the paint. Tell you, timeout, Suns. Here we come. Come on. Come on. Nobody's bad luck here. So I don't give up on my team until they're officially final nail in the coffin. Dagger! Wow, look at them. If I hit my couch, I vibrate. Did you guys see that? Of course you did. Boing. He is entertained by me. Man, I have to. I'm sitting through Giants games. I can definitely handle my Spurs being down by 12 when I watch the Giants and Mike Glennon at quarterback just do nothing for 3 hours. We're playing bad on purpose to throw back the rest. That is awesome, bro. Part-time Spurs fan is in the chat. All right, man. I love it. That is awesome. Part-time Spurs fan. I love it. Dilly dilly doo, my man. You got a sense of humor. That's awesome. I want to see Joe Mama hit a 3. I mean, I get it, guys. I mean, especially for a lot of younger Spurs fans or newer Spurs fans, you're used to the team winning, and then you seeing them lose, and I don't want to say don't want to deal with it, but you don't want to see it or hear it. You don't want to hear air ball, especially when you know the team's better than that. They're on a 4-game winning streak and just beat the best team in the NBA. And then we come out tonight lethargic and just, this is a great opportunity to beat Phoenix without Devin Booker. And I thought this was a very winnable game, and it still is winnable. Maybe we can kind of reverse our fortune and have a strong end of the third quarter and a great fourth quarter and maybe somehow pull a victory. Doesn't he look awkward, Easy? Keto, I always like to have fun, whether my team is winning or losing. You got it. This is why I don't want to do the New York Giants rage videos, because they're not fun. They bring out anger. I have to turn up the anger dial to get. Now, my channel moving forward, San Antonio Spurs live streams. Although I'm not doing Saturday night's game against the Nuggets, I'll be watching UFC. Disclaimer. With tons of Spurs streams. I'll stream every Giants game that I can, as long as it's televised. Obviously, Spurs videos here and there, recaps, news, etc. Once in a blue moon, United States Women's National Team video or live stream whenever Kristen Press comes back, and then I'll probably call a few Yankees games next year. I definitely want to do Yankees Red Sox with Bad Dog Sports and Beantown Breakdown. Spurs are at home tomorrow. Do you know how to fix things like I do not. Plumbing is not my forte. Plumbing is not my Matt forte at all. Could be a gasket. I think that's part of a plumbing thing. It is Suns ball. 74-62. And in the paint is Pan. That's his first score. That's the first time I've said his name today. So let me put him on my little Suns list. Bryn Forbes pulls up for deuce. Can't drop the deuce. Drew Eubanks just flew by the rim. I don't know where he was going. JaVale McGee is checked in. Oof. Runner by Cameron Payne. And now it's getting a little scary. Suns back on a 4-0 run. Under 2 minutes to go. If the Spurs are down this much in the fourth quarter, Pop could end up running. Drew Eubanks with a long jumper. No good. We could end up seeing him pull the plug. We have the Knicks tomorrow night. Definitely a disappointing game for Spurs fans tonight. Especially when you had a lead in the first quarter, up by 11. It's tight at the half, and the Suns just running away with this in the third quarter. But I did mention to Suns fans, I told you guys earlier, the third quarter for the Spurs, third and or fourth, just really rough for us as Josh Primo gets fouled on the defensive end by Wainwright, and it's going to be Spurs ball. Ooh, boy. Wainwright up here, he's been playing a lot. Suns out a couple guys tonight. They're not only out Devin Booker, aren't they missing a few other players? Trey Jones. Running around, off to Bryn Forbes. Forbes, nice crossover into the paint. The runner by Bryn Forbes. Bounces around, and bounces finally in for Bryn. Suns go fast break down the other end, and it's going to be a foul on JaVale McGee. Drew Eubanks fouls JaVale McGee. Oh, my goodness. Let go. Yeah, Chimezie Metu is playing pretty darn well with the Kings, isn't he? Son of Scar, my two main sports are football and the NBA. San Antonio Spurs and New York Giants. I casually watch New York Yankees just because baseball games are so long. I'll do some Yankees games here and there next year. And then also I follow the United States Women's National Team. Asterisk, when Kristen Press is playing, she's my favorite player, and she has been out. She's taking personal time. First free throw is good for JaVale McGee, who's at the line for two. 14-10. Thank you, Chelsea fan. We were outscored 60-33 when we were up. Wow, John Lou, that's... Suns don't play five little dudes at the same time. What's up, Jacques Landale's minutes? We have a timeout with 1:03 left. Zach Collins is supposed to be ready after Christmas. That's about all we got. Bobo, what's going on? Suns play defense unlike Warriors, overrated defense. So aren't the Warriors a top 3 defensive team in the NBA based on defensive rating? Last I checked. We are close to 200 thumbs up. Can we get 15 more for this very sad Spurs fan? 15 more of these. I would still like to get to 200 just for personal achievement. I obviously want my team to win. I'll take that first. Exactly, it kills. I want to see them keep fighting, even though they're down 15. But I don't know if Pop's going to pull the plug in the fourth quarter at some point. You got to think he probably will. Simply because we got a back-to-back tomorrow against the Knicks, which I'll be calling the Knicks game tomorrow night. Just as a heads up. I think that's at 8:30. It's in San Antonio. Oh, I forgot to put a point on the board for the Suns. Sorry, 79-64. Booker, I think, is going to be out for... What's up, Jeremiah? I think he's out for... sounding like 5 to 10 days. Doesn't seem like it's serious, but it's a soft tissue injury. Our own Devin has been dealing with a soft tissue injury, and he was out for a couple games, came back for a half, and then he's out again. McGee's second free throw. No good. Almost an offensive rebound for the Suns. It is Spurs ball, 79-64. Trey Jones. They whip it around, finally get to Bryn Forbes. Forbes for three, no good. And he got fouled. Three free throws. Clan the Spurs fan! It was good, man. Good job. I don't know who she is. When I first saw him, I'm like, holy moly, he's got like a huge recording artist. Because I figured it was, I don't know what it was, but I was like, I looked her up, so it looks like she's kind of a startup. But even, that's cool too. And she's singing the national anthem for the Spurs tomorrow. So congratulations. I mean, I never have anybody on the channel. The biggest celebrity I've had on is Clan the Spurs fan. Ford's first free throw is good. Yes, please hit that thumbs up. It's fast, free, fun, nutritious, and delicious. Forbes missed the second one. How many free throws have we missed tonight? Spurs lose this game against the Warriors. Yes, you know what? We beat the Golden State Warriors at full strength. Well, almost full strength. But they haven't had Klay Thompson all year. Yes, the Warriors are coming off the back-to-back, but the Spurs beat the Warriors, and now we're losing to the Suns without Devin Booker. Anyway, if you're looking for another Spurs channel to follow, make sure you check out Claim the Spurs Fan. He does more Spurs videos during the week than I do. It doesn't seem like he maybe trolls a little bit, but that's okay. Every team needs that. As we have an offensive foul on the Suns. Clan, by the way, are you still doing watch parties, or are you taking time off away from them? Clam the part-time fan. Oh, harsh. Oh, Clan the part-time fan. Ouch. Go, Turtle, go. He's not in the game. I would love for if the Spurs can make a run. Drew Eubanks is at the line for two, so Spurs are in the bonus, apparently. It's a 12-point game. It's not over. There's 35 seconds left. We need 4 more of these. 4 more of these. Nah, Clan's a good dude. We've worked together 3 times. It's been a fun time each time. I got you, man. Obviously, I cover a lot of Spurs games. But because I'm covering 4 teams on the channel, doing daily videos on just one team is not possible anymore. It is Suns ball. And Cameron Johnson gets blocked. The Spurs can hold for the last shot. Lonnie Walker to Drew Eubanks. Eubanks in the paint. Find your dunk of justice! It's a 9-point game! Come on! The bench stepping up. Deep 3 to close out the half by Cameron Payne. The Spurs starting to come back here, my friends. Oh, by the way, earphone users beware. I get very animated with my team. Very animated. So just sorry. I can't help it. I'm sorry. It's who I am. I get very excited. And take what I said back about Drew. 79-70, we're still in this. Part-time Spurs fan, I know you're trolling there. Drew greater than David Robinson? Career backup center, NBA scoring champion, NBA MVP, defensive player of the year, Olympic gold medalist, what else? A rookie of the year. Yeah. What's back, Nintendo Lego NBA fan? Ear go boom. Yeah, it does. I'm so sorry, guys. But I also know a lot of you like that. It's real here. I'm not acting when I'm calling play-by-play. It's I was doing the Giants troll videos when they the rage videos. I had to kind of act it up a little bit, to try to make it interesting. This is just me being me when I'm live. Like, this is my natural reaction. Did I say something? My ears. Yes, Primo did have. It's Primo's second block tonight, isn't it? Do we have 70 or 71? NBA passed it was 79-70. Primo has 3 blocks and 2 steals? Shut the front door. Huh. I mean, I don't think I have to poll the chat. I'm pretty sure you all would rather have prime David Robinson right now on the team than prime Drew Eubanks. But I will say, the one thing I do like about Drew Eubanks is when he dunks, it's not like this little wimpy dunk. He throws it down hard to make sure that ball goes in, as it should be. Actually, Michael, didn't Didn't Russell Westbrook have a triple-double or a quadruple-double? He had over 10 points, 10 assists, 10 rebounds, and 10 turnovers. That counts, doesn't it? Yes, Raven, I'm glad they're showing life and they didn't pack it in. And maybe they can make a run in the fourth quarter. And if they end up winning this game, it's a tall order. The Suns are a great team for a reason, defending Western Conference champions. But if they find a way to come back and take this game, that would really say a lot for the team. Because usually when we're down, we stay down. Payton into the paint, throws it up and in. Layup for Payton. Number 2 drops the 2 on the Spurs. We have a really small lineup out there. Trey Jones, Bryn Forbes, Lonnie Walker, and Josh Primo. We have 4 guards out there, and Bryn Forbes turns the ball over, throws his fist down in anger, looking for a foul. Not going to get one. And I don't know who that is just shot that for the Suns. Somebody just missed. Trey Jones takes into the paint, throws up a layup, and Trey Jones really struggling from the field tonight and has gotten blocked a few times. So not a good night for Trey by any stretch of the imagination. An alley-oop to JaVale McGee, and he throws it down over Drew Eubanks, and just like that, it's back to a 13-point lead. Jones to Bryn Forbes. Forbes pull up from the free throw line is good. Bryn Forbes is now angry. Don't make him angry. You wouldn't like him when he's angry. Anyway. Suns ball. JaVale McGee rocking a headband tonight. Just thought I'd let you know that. Gets it out to Payne. Payne in the paint. Throws it up over Primo. And was that another block for Josh Primo? It goes out of bounds. I think Josh Primo just got another block. What's up, Scope? Thank you for stopping in. Everybody, thank you for hanging out here tonight. Ooh, Obadiah is throwing some shade towards the Warriors, but I hear you. Quick inbound pass. Three-pointer is no good by Cameron Johnson. It's going to go out of play. It's going to be Spurs ball. Bryn the Hulk Forbes. We got 200 thumbs up. Awesome. What's up, Jim Sox01? We did hit 200. Thank you, my friends. Appreciate you. See if the Spurs can make this a game down the end. Nice to see Josh Primo getting some legit minutes tonight. I do like that. Actually, Isaac, I think a lot of fans feel like Devin Vassell could be a player similar to Kawhi Leonard, as they had similar seasons at the age of 21. Bryn Forbes pulls up short, no good. And the ball will fall into the hands of Payton. It is Suns ball. 10 minutes to go in the game. Suns up by 11. Payton takes it into the paint. No good. Drew Eubanks with the rebound. Out to Trey Jones. Jones sprinting up the court. Gets it up to Lonnie Walker. Lonnie baseline 3. Hey! 8-point game. That's true. It kills. That's fair. It is kind of a low-scoring game. The Spurs only have 75. Cameron Johnson getting triple teamed and gets it stripped. Spurs get the ball to Trey Jones. Jones to Primo. Primo in the paint with the layup, and the Spurs are down by 6 and timeout by Phoenix. Come on, Josh Primo with the bucket. Go Spurs, go! Is Devin 30 pounds lighter? Well, yeah, Kawhi he's pretty stacked. All right, we got a game. It's 6 points. 6-point game, my friends. Primo playing some serious defense tonight, isn't he? Mamino 94, In-N-Out Burger. That's what I say when the ball goes in and it comes out. The old In-N-Out Burger. We got a game. We've got a game now. Spurs have been fighting, and have made this a game. Oh, we still have like 10 minutes left. We're in a commercial break right now, but there's like 9.5 to 10 minutes left, so a lot of time. Forbes got 13. Hey, he's come out to play. Part-time Spurs fan really trolling all the Spurs legends tonight. Deliza, what's going on? Appreciate everybody again. Phoenix Suns fans, I appreciate you hanging out. And Spurs fans, as always, thank you for being here. Optimus Primo in his prime at 18. Hopefully not. I would hope he's only going to get better over the next few years, but man, he got a couple blocks, a couple steals tonight, 5 points, and I gotta assume he's played a career high in minutes. I believe his previous career high in minutes was 12. I don't know his stat line, but I would assume it's over 12 minutes now. It seems like it. Galaxy, I appreciate other fans of other teams hanging out too. Warriors fans maybe checking out, seeing how the Suns are doing tonight, hoping for a Suns loss, which is weird because now you're rooting for the team that just beat you the other night. But I get it. That's right, Jorling. Play hard is, well, yes. And strike first, strike hard. No mercy, sir. Just going to leave that out there. DJ or Tony? I mean, Tony right now. I mean, we're talking about NBA Finals MVP and 6-time All-Star. You can vote and shoot now and play in the NBA. American Dream. You got that right, man. I don't think. Hey, Jacques Lindell's minutes. I don't think you're going to see any minutes tonight. And he could be growing. He hasn't turned 19 yet. Primo turns 19 sometime this month. GPMT, give Primo more time. Deli to Yano? Is this Spanish? Hey, Rich. Rich, I'm enjoying it. Need my Spurs fix because I moved out of the Austin Metro and I don't have League Pass break commentary. Keep up the great work. Thank you. Appreciate it. Landy, what's up? Go Spurs. Primo's got 4 blocks? Yes, Tony was starting at 19. I actually looked that up. I'm like, wow, Tony and Manu played a lot more minutes. The rookie, well, Manu was an old rookie, but Tony, he played a lot more than I remembered. Wow, Kawhi retiring? I don't wish that on him. And the Suns bring most of their starters back, and the Spurs still rolling with some of their bench. Primo's still out there. Primo getting legit minutes tonight. Shamit's jumper is no good, and another second chance opportunity for the Suns. And it's followed up by a Chris Paul 3. Second chance points are killing this team on a nightly basis. You get a defensive stop, and then what happens? Chris Paul hits a huge 3. Forbes with a long jumper. Bryn Forbes is feeling it. 86-79. Tony was, you know what? Tony was what, 6'2"? And just, for a man his size, unstoppable in the paint. Bridges in the paint, pull-up jumper. Good. Cannot exchange buckets. Cannot exchange buckets with the Suns. We need some defensive stops. I wonder if some of these Spurs players have been sitting on the pine are cold. Bryn Forbes with another pull-up jumper. In and out burger. DeAndre Ayton with the rebound. Parker was one of the fastest players in the NBA, wasn't he? Didn't he start having some knee issues, if I remember correctly? CP3 pull-up jumper, no good. DeJounte Murray with the rebound. I've not said DeJounte Murray's name much in the second half. Murray with the ball right now. Takes it into the paint, gets it over to Bryn Forbes, back to KJ. KJ thinks about the 3, pulls it down, drives to the paint, throws up the left-handed layup, and it's good. Back to a 7-point game. 8 minutes to go. Bacon, yes. I'm sure the G League time is paying off. I'm ready for him to play in the NBA. Crowder for 3. No good. Forbes with the rebound. Now, I think Josh Primo's going to he'll be playing minutes after the All-Star break, I think. Murray with the runner. That's the closest the Spurs have been in a long time. 88-83. We can do this, Leon. I think it was Tony shot much better than Iverson. Iverson was shooting like 40% every year. Oh, Shamet trips and falls, and then it's almost stolen by Primo. It is stolen by Primo. Spurs have numbers. Murray. Back to Forbes. Back to Murray. Forbes gets fouled. He was about to shoot the 3, changed his mind, he got fouled. That's the first foul of the quarter. 7:16 to go. It's a 5-point game. Is Primo 6'6"? He could grow to 6'7", maybe 6'8". Got to put a little weight on. He's still haven't completely grown. And Primo finally out. Doug McDermott's checked in, so the Spurs have all their starters in except for Derek White, who hasn't played in forever. They got Forbes out there, but Forbes has the hot hand. At least offensively. Jakob in the paint. Back out to Kelvin. 10 on the shot clock. Kelvin going to drive in the paint. Tries to get it to Jakob Poeltl and throws it over his head. A turnover by the Spurs, and a costly turnover. I don't know how many points by that anybody has right now. Yes, Galaxy, I'm sure they are. And they're playing the Orlando Magic, who are one of the worst teams in the NBA, I believe. We've even beaten them twice. The Suns have more turnovers, though. They have 16 turnovers, so are 13. Ayton in the paint. Hook shot. Baby hook, no good. Spurs ball. DeJounte will bring it up for San Antonio. 6:45 left in the game. DeJounte pull-up jumper. Good! a 3-point game, my friends. 3-point game. Oh, my Lanta. I got to say, I'm proud of this Spurs team. No matter what happens, they looked like they were going to get blown out. We're down big in the third quarter and fought back. Chris Paul, pick and roll. Pull up, nope, passes it out to Crowder. And it's no good. Man, Chris Paul's been faking me out. Shows you how good he is out there. DeJounte crossover dribble. Wide open to Doug McDermott, the wide open three. Tie game, baby! Tie game! Yeah! Spurs got some fight in them. Let's go is right. What were we down? 15 in the third quarter? Wow. They were throwing up air balls left and right. And they've tied the game. Momentum back with the Spurs. Part-time Spurs fan, it's okay, man. That's why I say don't give up on your team. You never know. What do you think about that, Manu? Yeah! I don't know. Go Spurs, go! Robert, relax is not in my vocabulary. Even if we end up losing, I'm glad the team fought back. You know, I'm glad they fought back. Even if the Suns still pull this one off. And if they find a way to win this game, the San Antonio Spurs, to beat the Golden State Warriors in Golden State, and then to have a huge comfort behind victory to beat Phoenix in Phoenix, Devin Booker or not, that would be a confidence booster for this team. We're in a timeout, so I can't see the clock. I think it was around 6 minutes. Part-time Spurs fan, you can clock in now. Mr. Westside, got to do that for you, man. I'm from Westside. Vamos Spurs, vamos. There you go. I haven't said that all night. That's funny. I see people come in the chat. They're like, calm down. I'm like, that's... I don't want to be like, you know, the announcers on TV where they're just stoic and... No, I got to get excited for my team. Win or lose. Primo with 4 blocks and 3 steals. Wow. Zachary, what'd you miss? Look at the score. Shaquille, what's up? Suns fan. We got some Spurs Suns fan in here. Call him up. Thank you, Anastasio. Yeah, I needed the time off. For those that don't know, I was going a little too hard on this channel, cranking out probably too much content and trying to balance out work, and I ended up just burning out and took pretty much 4 months off. I was just putting weird videos up, trying some different stuff. Even named this channel Deepfake Sports for like 2 weeks. And finally said, I'm like, you know, let me get back to TSR Sports, just doing sports. Created a second channel for my music because I had my music on here at one point. And coming back from the burnout and finding balance was the best thing I could have done. Fourth quarter, the Spurs are 8 of 11 from the field. They've outscored the Suns 18-9. Patriots about to beat Buffalo. No surprise. But Josh Primo having easily the best game of his NBA career. The 5 points is not a career high. His career high is 6 because he doesn't play a lot. But defense, those blocks and steals, wow. The Warriors are up by 20. And we're going to have a foul on the Spurs. Their first foul. Luckily, there's exactly 6 minutes left, by the way. Luckily, the refs have let the players play in the fourth quarter. It became a whistle fest, I think, somewhere at the end of the second quarter. Only 2 fouls total, 1 on each team. Spurs have 3 timeouts left. The Suns have 2. And it's all tied up, 88-88. As Chris Paul gets it into DeAndre. Ayton, 12 on the shot clock. Ayton back to Chris Paul. Paul double teamed. Gets it back to Ayton. Ayton kicks it out to Crowder. Wide open 3. Yeah. Back to the collar! Did I say your name right? Oh. Awesome. I try. McDermott for 3. Boom shakalaka! The Judge stepping up. Promobily. I like that. Promobily. CP3, driving baseline, kicks it out. Another open 3 for the Suns. That one's no good, but another second chance opportunity. Ayton gets the rebound. The putback is no good. DeJounte with the rebound. I believe that's Cameron Johnson with the missed 3, so we almost give up another second chance point. An offensive foul on Jakob Poeltl. Got all tangled up with, I didn't see which Suns player it was. Mikal Bridges. I never call for tanking. Never. I never understand the call for a tank. I mean, I get it, but 5 minutes remaining. Another three-point attempt for the Suns. Oh, Cameron Johnson nails that one. Ouch, that one hurt. Spurs ball. Jonte out in three-point land. Gets the pick and roll. Back to Jakob. Jakob with the layup. And it's a one-point game. They're definitely showing a lot of life. CP3 just pulls up for the short jumper. They can't leave Chris Paul open like that, Spurs. He's way too good for those short-range jumpers. Yes! Halo announcer. Jonte into the paint. Out to Doug McDermott. Doug's runner in the paint is good. This team's exchanging buckets right now. We got a good game. Always a chance, Nicholas. Always a chance. You never know. Because even it's the 14 worst teams that get a ping pong ball, right? So, I mean, they could finish 9th or 10th. Chris Paul putting a dribbling clinic on Jakob Poeltl. Now he just launches a three. Back iron, no good. Keldon Johnson skies for the rebound. And it's Spurs ball looking to take their first lead in, since what, early second quarter, mid-second quarter? Jonte kicked the ball by accident, turnover. Nice defense by Crowder. Pat's 9-4 now. What's up, Skate on Mars? Kaz, how you doing tonight? If anybody's stopping in the chat, I'm a huge San Antonio Spurs fan. I call most of the Spurs games. Occasionally, I can't do a game here and there. I also do videos on the Spurs. So if you are an NBA fan, particularly a Spurs fan, make sure to hit the subscribe button. And certainly would appreciate a thumbs up to help support the channel. 3:30 left in the game. Chris Paul in three-point land. Gets a little pick and roll. Back to Ayton. Ayton spins around, throws up a tough jumper. Wow, DeAndre Ayton with a tough shot over Jakob Poeltl, but made it. Nice job by the big man. 3:16 left in the game. What's up, Andretti? And now a whistle. And that's a defensive foul away from the ball. Pop's rotation sucks. They're questionable at times. DeJounte kicked it. The ball was stripped and he accidentally kicked it, so that's a turnover. You can't kick the ball in the NBA. Proud of the Spurs too. No matter what happens, we have a timeout with 3:11 to go, and no matter what happens, GG Suns fans. I always, if my team wins, I'm excited, but I try to be humble in victory and humble in defeat. Primo played very well. Yeah, please don't spam the chat. No spam. ZZ Carl, how you doing? Cap 210, thank you for stopping in. Got some new folks stopping in. Tiago, good evening. 3 minutes left in the game. This Christmas, I don't want anything. I just want DeJounte to win Most Improved Player, please. Let's go, Spurs. I don't care if my team lost last night to you guys. Warriors fan. Obviously, Warriors fans are rooting for the Spurs. I get it. I mean, you want the best record in the league. Wow, we have almost 400 people in here. Can we get to 250 thumbs up, my friends? Let's keep the thumbs up train going. More thumbs up brings more people in, and this is going to be a fun game's going to be a fun one at the end, I think. Weird game, by the way. The Spurs were up at 11 at one point, I believe, in the first quarter. The Suns were taken to the Spurs in the third. I think they were up by as much as 15, so a very swingy game where the Spurs were in control in the first quarter. The Suns absolutely took over in the second and third, and the Spurs had taken over in the fourth, but the Suns, being the top team that they are, have control right now. 98-95, it will be Spurs ball. Derek White is checked back in. I feel like he hasn't played in hours, and I think it's the whole Spurs starting lineup. Yes, it is. To close out the final. 3:11 left in the game. My apologies. A little more than 3 minutes. Gets it into Doug McDermott. Doug drives, throws it up off the glass, and it's going to be bounced around and finally fall in the hands of Chris Paul as the shot was no good. Jakob Poeltl had a chance at the second chance opportunity. Could not convert. And it is Phoenix's ball. The Spurs have not had an answer for Chris Paul. He has been fantastic tonight. He has the ball right now, pulls up with a mid-range jumper, and they just can't stop him. You can't stop him! You can only hope to contain him! I'll throw a little props to Chris Paul. He's playing great. KJ with the ball guarded by CP3. So number 3 guarded by 3 gets it out to DeJounte Murray. Murray with the pick and roll with Jakob Poeltl. Back to Jakob. Jakob with the runner in the paint. In and out burger. Spurs with the offensive board. Back to Jakob Poeltl. The little jumper is no good. I don't know if I like Jakob Poeltl taking all these jump shots. I'm just saying. 2:15 left in the game. Suns up 195. From Malaysia. Wait, Josh Primo had a career game tonight, my friends. Was absolutely crazy on defense, and that kid's going to start getting minutes if he keeps playing like this. Very impressed with Josh Primo tonight. Chris Paul into the paint. Pull-up jumper is no good, and DeJounte Murray will come down with the rebound. DeJounte sprints up the court. Back to Doug McDermott. Launches the corner three. No good. Kellen Johnson gets the rebound. And there's a foul. Kellen put it in, but I think there's a foul before the shot. 1:49 left. Wow, those are some big red X's, Xander. I don't even know how you did that. 1:49 left in the game. Primo was playing fantastic. We have over 400 in the chat. Can we get to 300 thumbs up, my friends? Would love to get 300. Would appreciate you if you can. Spurs ball. Jonty pick and roll Kelman. Off into the paint. Jumper is an air ball. And a late whistle and a technical on Crowder. Ooh, this is not the time if you're an NBA player. You want to get a technical calls on you. When your team, when you have this close to the game, you got to keep your emotions in control. You can't be getting to the Crowder. Crowder pleading his case. It was a very late whistle. I'd like to see the replay to see if it was indeed a foul because Crowder is very upset. Doug McDermott at the line for the technical free throw as Crowder gets teed up. And you know what? Spurs fans, we missed a lot of free throws earlier in the game. I wonder if that's going to come back and haunt us. Crowder, he taps Murray on the elbow. Listen, I'm a Spurs fan. I don't like those fouls. They're ticky-tacky. We missed another free throw. Oh my goodness, these free throws are killing us. I don't like the call. I get it. That's the NBA today. DeJounte with 14, 6, and 13. He makes the second one, but these missed free throws are killing the Spurs again. The first time we played the Suns, the Spurs, lost by 4 and missed a bunch of free throws. We're down by 3 tonight and missed a bunch of free throws. It is Suns ball. Chris Paul, minute and a half to go. Out to Cameron Johnson. Johnson drops it out to Crowder. And a steal by DeJounte Murray. Murray into the paint. And nice defense by Chris Paul to strip it. And it goes out of bounds off DeJounte. A nice steal by DeJounte, but an even better transition defense by Chris Paul, showing the vet showing he still has it. 1:20 left. The Suns are in the bonus. FYI. The Spurs cannot afford any costly fouls. Spurs trying to trap at half court doesn't work. Johnson for a corner three, and that might be the dagger on the Spurs. 1:10 left. Cameron Johnson takes the corner three and makes it. Oh, man. These missed free throws. Yeah, that was definitely out of bounds on DeJounte. Chris Paul strips him. DeJounte smacks it with his finger. 1:10 left, and the Spurs are in trouble now. Yes, no scores in the chat, please. No scores. Suns fans, thank you for being here. Good game no matter what. You know, if my team ends up losing, I'm still proud of them. You guys are the best team in the NBA right now, I believe record-wise, or you're tied with the Warriors. And no, Booker or not, you guys still have a lot of talent on your team, and we were getting crushed in the third quarter. So I'm proud of my team, but we're not at your level yet. But the fact that they're hanging with you guys and beat the Warriors, I'm proud of the Spurs no matter what happens. Man, we can still do this. We can, but man, yes, Brandon, I'm going to be very curious to pull up the free throw shooting at the end of the game, see how the Suns shot from the line, because the Suns missed some free throws too. You know, I can't sugarcoat that. I do feel like the Suns missed a few. I know for sure Derek went to the line at one point, went 0 for 2. Keldon missed a couple. There's been quite a few games for the Spurs this year where they've lost by, less than 5 and missed a lot of free throws. It is what it is, though. I don't think it's going to get to 106. Well, Cavs, maybe it will. Actually, maybe, yeah. We're almost at 300 thumbs up. My friends, if we could get to 300, would appreciate you. No, he was putting the final score. Don't time somebody out if they're putting like their prediction for a final score. Only time them out if they're putting like the actual score. Or of course, I don't think they're that far ahead of me. Doug McDermott for a quick three. Got it! Oh, Doug McDermott off the inbounds pass. 1:08 left. Yeah, actually, don't put any scores in the chat because you might get timed out by accident. No scores. 3-point game. A huge three-pointer by Doug. Coming down to the wire. Chris Paul has been unstoppable. With 10 on the shot clock. Paul calling for a pick and roll right now. Gets 8 and up. Jakob trailing. The switch. Paul drives. Picks up his dribble. Gets Cameron Johnson. Johnson to 8 and wide open under the net for a huge dunk. 46 seconds left. Great ball movement by the Suns. Forbes to Jakob. Jakob, you need to get rid of that ball. Back to DeJounte. DeJounte into the paint with the layup as there's no D by the Suns in the paint. 105-102. 34 seconds left. Oh, those free throws. Those free throws. Ugh. Chris Paul guarded by DeJounte Murray. Switch off Doug McDermott. 9 on the shot clock. Chris Paul crosses over. Paul still running around. Free throw line jumper. With 0 on the shot clock. And he was fouled. I think he was fouled too. Wow, another ticky-tack foul. A little tap on the arm by Doug McDermott. And I didn't like the foul that DeJounte Murray got the free throws earlier when he got tapped on the arm. It is what it is. It's a soft NBA. It's gone both ways for both teams. And that's probably the dagger. Spurs down by 6 with 17 seconds left. Pop's going to take a timeout. Yeah, I was only had one. I'll say the refs were terrible on both ends. DeJounte Murray got a little on the elbow by Crowder, which Crowder got teed up because he didn't like the call. I agree with Crowder. It shouldn't have been a foul. And then down on the other end, same thing. Chris Paul gets a little off the elbow, and it's a foul. And I don't like it on either end. But it is what it is. No, Sean. Definitely not. New York next for the Spurs. I'll be calling that game tomorrow night. It's 8:30. It's in San Antonio, so I'll be live at 8:30 Eastern. This still, barring a miracle, the Suns are probably going to hold on to the lead here and win. But Spurs fans, be proud of the team for fighting back. But, man, Chris Paul. How old is Chris Paul? 36? 35, 36? He is still playing at a very high level, and the Spurs had no answer tonight. No matter who was on him, nobody could stop him. What's up from Pennsylvania? All right. Thank you, Zachary. Suns are 73 at the charity stripe. The Spurs are 64. So you figure, 2 more free throws we'd be around there? So, yeah. I thought the Suns missed a few free throws, so I guess that makes it a little more palpable that both teams weren't very good from the line tonight. There you go. Win or lose. Yes, that is Mama Ginobili, Daryl. Knicks game versus the Spurs tomorrow night at 8:30 Eastern time, which is my time. So we need a quick inbound three-pointer, and then I assume we're going to foul the Suns. Somebody. Jakob looking to get it in. Gets it into DeJounte. DeJounte guarded by Crowder. 15 seconds left. This is taking way too long. DeJounte to Derek White. Derek in the paint. Throws it up, and the layup's good. That took way too long. There's 8 seconds left. And they'll foul Chris Paul with 6 seconds left on the trap. Oh, actually, the Suns call a timeout. Okay, the Spurs trapped, and I thought he got fouled. They actually called a timeout. There's 6 seconds left. We're down by 4. We don't have Reggie Miller on our team. Yeah, I mean, I'm humble in defeat, guys. Congrats to the Suns. You didn't have Devin Booker. You were down big in the first quarter. You fought back, and then we came right back and took the lead in the fourth quarter. And instead of, crumbling under any type of pressure, you punched us right in the face. So, you bet on the Spurs? You suck. Why would you bet on a team that's wildly consistent? Yeah, we're on a 4-game winning streak, but we're playing the second best, or one of the best teams in the NBA. You believe too much the Suns can't win without Devin Booker. That was your first mistake. What's up, Sean Matthews? Oh, you're the one who, yeah, it's not happening. Bench points, Suns 37, Spurs 34. Monty, it's the whole NBA. It's the whole NBA. It's the ticky-tack fouls. I hate seeing them on either team. The first quarter, they let them play. There was a lot of contact. They let them play. Then they started getting foul happy in the second quarter, and then since then, it is what it is. A great game from the Suns. I'll agree. There's a lot of talent on the team. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if the Western Conference Finals are the Suns and the Warriors. I don't think we're going to see the Lakers there. I think it's going to be Suns and Warriors. And the Warriors are going to be only stronger when they get Klay Thompson back. And James Wiseman eventually, I would think. It's been a while since I said, yeah, the Suns, though, they had the rebuild. Suns fans, you know what it's like. We're in a rebuild right now. You guys rebuilt, and now you're one of the best teams in the NBA. Actually, somebody made a good point. My buddy Jeff made this point during the Giants game. Ever since the bubble, you guys were an under 500 team. You went undefeated in the bubble. Didn't make the playoffs, which felt wrong because you were the only undefeated team in the bubble. And ever since then, this Suns team has been a completely different team. Now I got to buy Chick-fil-A. Well, I mean, there's worse things to have to buy. Chris Paul is 36. Thank you, J Money. White, Lonnie, and Kelvin were invisible. Yeah, that's the one thing I'll say. If anybody, any Suns fan not familiar with the Spurs team, and Spurs fans, you know this. If most of our guys aren't firing on all cylinders, DeJounte, Derek, Kelvin, Lonnie, they're not going to win games. We don't have that one guy that can score 25 every night or 20. Or take over a game offensively like Chris Paul did. We just don't have that yet. Josh Primo could be that guy in the future, but he's 18. He's definitely not that guy right now. You know what, Spurs fans? I think Josh Primo played up career high in minutes, so let's be happy. Primo Mania ran wild. And Chris Paul takes the inbound pass, gets fouled with 5 seconds to go. Sadly, I'm a New York Giants fan, Madwell. Because they stink so bad right now. I will be calling the Giants versus the Chargers Sunday. 4:05 Eastern game. Booker is tired of not. Yeah, and I'll just be out transparent. I wish he was playing, even if it means my team loses by more, because when I watch the opposing team, I want to see their best players on the court. Devin Booker is a fun player to watch. I would much rather have the Suns with Booker tonight than without. Chris Paul missed the first free throw. He does have a double-double, though. I think it said he had like 21 and 10. What's going on, Colin? Channel member, thank you for stopping in. Spurs take down Golden State and damn near took out the Suns in their own home. Yeah, we're playing much better. He missed them both! Oh, we don't have any timeouts, though. Forbes for 3. At the buzzer, hits the rim. Congratulations, Suns fans. You got us tonight. You beat us by 4 again. Didn't you beat us 115 to 111 last time? You got us by 4 points again. Dang it. But you know what? I'm proud of the Spurs. We fought hard tonight. We were down a lot in the third quarter, down by 15, and made this a game. So congratulations, Suns fans, Spurs fans. Let's be proud of the team. Don't give up on this team. Well, I'll be live for the Knicks tomorrow. And if you could hit the thumbs up on the way out, we're close to 300. I know we got the 300. Oh, thank you guys. Never mind. We got the 300. I was going to say, can we get the 300? We did get 300. What's up, Carlos Jeter? No, don't worry, man. I appreciate you stopping and saying hi. I know you're busy. It's holiday season. It's 11:30 where I am, and it's even later for some of you, or earlier. So I'm going to wrap it up with some stats real quick. Let's get some stats. I almost forgot my stats. Just stats. Wow, this has been a long game. 2.5 hours. Usually my streams are 10 minutes shorter. That tells you how many stops there were in play. Let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns first, since, well, they won. Mikal Bridges with 6 and 9. Jay Crowder with 19 and 6. DeAndre Ayton with 14 and 9, Landry Shamet with 11 and 3, and Chris Paul with 21 points and 10 assists. Off the bench for the Phoenix Suns, Cameron Payne with 7, Cameron Johnson with 13, JaVale McGee with 13, Alfred Payton with 4, and Ish Wainwright dropped a goose. For the San Antonio Spurs, Keldon Johnson with 13. He wasn't terrible tonight, 13 and 6. He didn't shoot much. He only took 10 shots and made 4 of them. Doug McDermott with 14 hit some big threes for us. Jakob Poeltl with 14 and 11. Derek White with 12 points. Unfortunately, he was only 4 of 12 from the field and 1 of 8 from beyond the arc. Just a terrible shooting night. And Derek had the worst plus-minus on the team, minus 17 for Derek. DeJounte Murray, Very solid game. 17, 6, and 14. Shot well from the field and hit both of his three-pointers. Off the bench, Lonnie Walker, only 6 points. We need more out of him. Bryn Forbes, pretty solid tonight. He had 15. And actually, the Spurs were plus 15 with Bryn on the court. Thaddeus Young, mostly invisible, 2 points. Trey Jones, 1 of 8 from the field for Trey Jones. He did have 4 steals, but 1 of 8. Ugh, he had 2 points. Josh Primo, 5 points, had 3 steals and 4 blocks. 4 blocks! And then Drew Eubanks had 4 points. So, best game of Josh Primo's young career for sure. That's the final score, 108, 104. Trade everyone but Pirtle and Primo and Vassell. We're not trading everybody. Valiant effort, but yeah, Derek White, another off night. And I feel like the Spurs are going to win a lot of games when DeJounte Murray and Derek White are playing well, i.e. both 20 points or more. But when one of them's off, and unfortunately Derek has been more off than on this year, they're going to lose close games like this. My friends, I want to thank you so much for your support. It was a fun 4-game winning streak. You know what? It was a close one tonight. Let's come out and take the Knicks down tomorrow at home. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. Again, if you get the thumbs up on the way out, would appreciate you. And until next time, what you going to do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Go Spurs, go! Good night.